Hey Chanel.
Hey, creative. Hey, everybody. You look so pretty. I love it. I love your black and white. So cute.
Okay, we live.
Yes, we are. We got 13 people watching already. Shout out to the people that's watching, the people that's in the building. Honey. Is this how ghetto people do it? Honey. Oh, shit. How you doing today, love?
I'm doing good. You know,
Good, 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 good.
how are you doing?
Same. I'm doing good. I mean, listen, I started out kind of slow because I was tired this morning. You ever wake up and you think it's much earlier than it is? Like you wake up
Hmm.
and you real tired, but you still thinking, oh, it can't be past this time. Like I woke up this morning and I thought it was like 7:30. Wrong. I was like, oh shit. Because I had to go meet a client like within 45 minutes of when I woke up. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go.
Well, you was like,
Yes, throwing
what?
on clothes.
Oh.
Yeah. Exactly. So my husband was like, tonight he came in here. He's like, you got your visits in the morning. You got to go see this. So you can't be staying up late. Why do you think he might like? You're not my daddy, sir. I know what time to go to bed. Thank you very much. He can listen, so I'm not extra tired in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but no, I got a late start or later than I thought it would. So yeah.
Mm.
But anywho,
So, if you guys haven't heard, Carmelo Anthony, he has got sentenced to 35 years, which I think is pretty harsh, stating the facts and the obvious and what was going on in the case. I think 35 years is hard. That's like throwing the book at somebody, you know.
mhm.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect him to walk away scotch free and not get anything. That would be like the best thing if the heavens shine above. But I think 35 years is a little bit too much to extend. I thought that the max that they would possibly do would be 25 to life, but they smacked him with 35. So that was like, wow.
Yeah, it is. It is wild. I think for people who for the side of the people of the victim, they feel like it's probably not enough. If I was the victim's family, I probably would feel the same way.
Hmm.
However, comma, if I'm on the jury, I would have to consider the fact that this young man had never done anything wrong ever. Like you get what I'm saying? Nothing violent ever. He wasn't ever in any trouble. He was a good kid. Like you know what I'm saying? Generally speaking, that doesn't mean because you're a good kid you should just get away. But I just do think if I was on the jury, I would be considering that. Like, is this some violent criminal? Is this some person that's always into mischief? Was he not going to school like he was supposed to? Like that, all of these things to me, on some level, play a part in my opinion. That's why you're supposed to, if you're the defense, bring everybody under the sun that can speak on this man's behalf and say, yo, he went to church every Sunday. He never got in fights at school. He was actually a straight A student. You know, all of the things. He helped this many children. He volunteered at church. Like, you get what I'm saying? You should be bringing everybody under the sun to say, speak on this young man's behalf. I feel like that's part of the reason he got
Hmm.
convicted on one hand. The other hand, I think he got convicted because there was nobody that looked like him on this trial. So if you can't relate to the person, you wouldn't care about what happened to him. A lot
That's
of
true.
a lot of times, not in every case, but a lot of times. So I can't relate to you. So to me, you just some guy who unalived this other person.
Yeah, and the
But I do
people,
think 35 years was beyond excessive.
it was too much because he was just a kid. He was 17 years old. It wasn't like he planned the whole thing and he mapped it out. I think it was a little bit, it was too excessive.
Yeah.
I think second degree and manslaughter would have been like more of justifiable as something you did in the heat of the moment, not something that you planned or you
Not
predetermined.
only that, he said from the beginning, from my understanding, when they asked him, he said, I did it, but it was in self defense. It's not like he did like with a lot of these people that go around unaliving people. They're from the streets and for the streets. A lot
Hmm.
of times they be like, I wasn't there. I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got it misunderstood. It wasn't me. Like, he didn't do any of that. He was like, from the jump, I'm going to tell the truth, be honorable. But I was there. Somebody attacked me, or I felt like I was under attack. Period. This is what happened. I think he should, just on that alone, you don't give him 35. Because he could have came and lied, showed no remorse. You get what I'm saying? I think this is a young black man and they don't care. What does his life mean or matter? It don't matter to them. So, but first time offender, I definitely think, and he was a teenager in high school, and wasn't he in sports and all kinds of stuff? Like,
Hmm.
and he's saying in self defense, and he was being attacked. Regardless, at the end of the day, someone attacked him. Now, people want to stand their ground by saying, "Well, you can't say it's stand your ground because it has to be reasonable force for reasonable force." So that's what people are trying to stand on. The people that feel like this was, a good verdict or it was a right sentencing and all of that. But it's like you don't know what someone else is thinking. Period. Nobody can tell you what you thinking, and nobody can tell you how to feel or what you feel. So if we're going on what the law says, and the law says if you feel that there is reasonable, there you have a reasonable fear that there's going to be bodily harm, serious bodily harm or death, then you have the right to stand your ground and you don't have to retreat. That's what the law says. So he don't have to run away, he don't have to cower, he don't have to do none of that. He has the right to protect himself. That's what the whole stand your ground is about. But people want to make it into something else, and I'm like, no, if you want to say it has to be reasonable for reasonable. So like they're trying to say, well, reasonable would have been if he shoved him to shove him back, or reasonable would be if he punched him to punch him back. You can't tell me how to stand my ground if I feel that my life is in danger. And if 15 people have already told me, I need to leave and this, that, and the third, or this is going to happen to me, I'm not leaving. I'm not going no fucking where. End of story. You want to read it or I can read it, whichever.
Even if we assume everything they suggested is true, he was a minor when this happened, had an all white jewelry, ate and was given 35 years, half his life gone, cold blooded murderer have gotten less. He said cold blooded murderers have gotten less. You're right. People who have done more egregious things have gotten less.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it was too harsh.
Hmm.
And
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say he didn't take the stand. He should have took the stand.
No, there's no good way for him because if he said anything wrong, if he misremembered anything from a year ago, the prosecution was going to eviscerate him. Remember, he's just 19, right? Is he 18 or 19? I can't remember.
He's 18. They
They
waited
would
till
have
he turned
eviscerated him.
18 to try him as an adult.
Yeah, but they would have eviscerated him. It's never a good idea to put yourself, especially since he's already admitted to guilt.
I wonder what the lawyer said, because I'd be even getting pissed off, because.
Yeah, it's just.
Because
What you mean?
I have
What
a
is it?
young black son, and we live in a mostly white area, so I gotta be, on the lookouts for this stuff like this too.
Yeah, and I think those people on that jury, they were looking at it from the perspective of the victim, not the perpetrator. They were. So cuz even if we take the racism out of it, I think a lot of juries when it's someone has died and been unalived, they look at it from the perspective of the victim. But that's not always the case cuz like people were saying in the chat with the guy, the Ritter House or whatever his name was,
The Rittenhouse, yeah.
Rittenhouse or whatever, and how he got away with it. And all kinds of people get way less charges, and they wasn't even defending themselves. They was
Mhm.
just literally going on the hunt to unalive somebody, and they get 13 years or 20 years. How he get 35?
Yeah, 35 for a kid, that is too much.
Mm-mm. I think he should have gotten manslaughter. I definitely think he should go to jail for some time. Um, I don't know if I even think he should have went to prison. I think he should go to jail for some time because you can't unalive somebody and just get completely scot off free
Yeah, yeah.
if you had the opportunity to walk away.
Because he was a kid. My thing is, he was a kid. Hi, Irby. He was a kid. He was 17 years old when that happened. Just imagine, from 17, 4 years ago, he was 13 years old.
Mhm. But they don't care. They're not considering that. That's why I'm saying in my opinion, they didn't consider the totality of the case.
Somebody said, I mean, what about the life that was taken?
Yeah,
Okay,
but I mean, we can all empathize.
so you
And
want two lives to go down the drain. So nobody is saying that, he was a young person, that acted out of rage and he did that. It wasn't like he plotted, he had some sense, he had some life experience, and then you have to throw the book at him. He's 17 years old. People are going through their emotions, they're going through puberty. A lot of things are going on that time. You never know. A lot of these kids be acting like demons around that age. Not, I mean, but y'all know what I mean by that, right? They be like, that's the time where they be doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't think the age and the amount of time really fit the situation. That is all that I'm saying, and I'm not justifying what happened to the kid. I'm just saying the kid was also a kid too. That's it.
yeah, and I mean, my heart sincerely goes out to the victim and the victim's family. It does. Because this young man should have been able to go home. And when I say young man, the victim should have been able to go home to his family. That's how I feel about it. However, if you're in a situation where you feel like danger is headed and your life is in jeopardy, at least in the state of Texas, you have the right to defend yourself.
Mm.
So to some people, it may not look like self-defense. It may look like, oh, excessive force and whatever else. But how many times have we seen actual law enforcement take the life of somebody and use
And
it?
not only that, what person in their right mind would just go up and hit and stab somebody or act in force? Like nobody's gonna do that unless you have to
Unless
provoke
they're cold-blooded.
somebody.
But he wasn't cold-blooded. He went underneath the tent where his friend was, excuse me, to get out of the rain, and people accosted him. Period. Trying to tell him what he needed to do, and they had no authority. So I'm just saying, go back to when you were 16, 17 years old at a sporting event and somebody trying to tell you what to do. I'm gonna
I'll
tell
be
you
right
what,
back. I'll be right back.
Chanel, nothing at all. End of story. Full stop. So I probably would have said some shit too. I probably would have talked shit back too. I wouldn't have. I can't see a scenario where I would have gotten out a weapon, but you never know what you're gonna do in that situation. So my opinion is, don't judge me unless you're perfect. Or you better be perfect before you judge me. And since no one is perfect, how do we know what you would have done? We can all say what we would have done, what we should have done, what he should have done. But two lives have been lost, like Creative said. Two lives have been lost at this stage. And it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Come on, not gone. Pull out on that. What? I don't know if maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. Come on, not gone. Pull out a knife. I don't know what you mean. You have to explain what you mean. Unless you're talking to somebody in the chat, maybe talking to somebody in the chat.
I'm back. I'm over here cooking up a storm. Look ahead.
Catson Food says sad situation, two sons lost, and he's going to suffer in prison. And that's a fact. Like I feel bad for whatever he's going to go through in prison because prison life is not like regular outside life. You are not gonna be he's not gonna be the same person. Even if he does only 15 of the 35, he's not gonna be the same. Prison culture is a whole different culture.
Somebody
So
said, "Come on, you're not gonna pull out a knife."
I just read that.
Miss, I don't know if you went to school in the United States or you went to high school out here. But high school out here in the United States, some high schools, like bullying takes its toll. Like I don't understand what y'all listen. When I went to high school, every day after high school there was gang activity. Every day after high school there was fights. Every day after high school people would pick on other people. Every day after high school people would be getting jumped. So what are we talking about here? What about you, Chanel? When you went to high school?
That wasn't what happened in my high school.
Well, that's what happened in my high school. And I went to a public
But
high school in Brooklyn, New York. I went to the same high school that Bobby Smurder went to, and every day after school, it was always something. So I don't know what schools y'all going to. Maybe y'all going to the best neighborhoods or something. But I'm letting you know, after school, you don't know what's going on in school. You don't know what beefs people have. You don't know how people may be feeling. Or, some kids just like to bully other kids because they're black or because they're Spanish or because they're Chinese. You don't know what's going on.
mhm.
Like, how many Lifetime movies do we gotta watch? What? For real?
No, I mean, you're right. You're not wrong. So she said, or he said they went to a predominantly white school.
Well, she doesn't understand.
Yeah.
I went to a predominantly black high school when I was growing up.
Well, I went to a mixture and I never felt like I was in fear of my life. I never felt that way. But I think, at some of the schools I went to, or both of the schools I went to, they definitely had violent acts, but it wasn't like, you were in fear of your life every day or anything like that. But it happens. This is the thing. I don't think wherever he was some sort of violent era. I don't think the general public and wherever he was is generally violent or anything like that. But that situation set off something that this young man probably in a normal situation wouldn't have done. He hadn't
And
done anything violent before then, or I promise you, they would have presented it in court. If they had anything to say about this young man that
mhm.
to prove before he even went to court that he was this horrible person, I can put my bottom dollar. They would have found it and they would have been like, oh, he smoked weed his whole life. He didn't go to school, he skipped school, he was horrible with his grades, he was disrespectful to his parents. I promise you, they would have done that. They would have run him all the way down the whole gamut. But because they couldn't find anything, they're gonna have to stand on, well, he must have been doing this maliciously. That's why the wording, he plunged it into this man's, it's just like, come on, y'all. Like stop.
What do you have to say to this comment right here?
He said, or she says, I'm Mexican, but white people get bullied because their skin color too. Do they? What white people get bullied because of their skin color? Y'all know something?
What's
You
the
know,
demographics of the United States? Because
I don't
it's
know what part of the world, because every culture looks down their nose in some capacity to darker skinned people of their population. So light bright close to white is what's right, universally, globally accepted. So I have no idea what you're talking about.
I need this person to go look at the demographics of America, then come back here because I can't.
They don't even have to do that. In every culture that there is, when there's a browner, darker complected person, those people are looked at as less than. It's just a fact, globally,
Ex-
universal.
I'm sure I understand that you're Hispanic, but in the U.S., it's only 14% black in the population. 14% black, and or African American. Both of those groups together is only 14%. The other 85% is what race? So what are we talking about here?
So I don't understand. What's your point? So
Hmm?
you saying the Mexican people that you were around, they bullied white people because of their skin color? Because gringos just means American. It doesn't mean white people, right? Or does it? So I mean, I don't know. If white people are bullied in the places on earth that you've been, then that's anecdotal. That's not worldwide.
They said the judge, DA, and Austin's dad are good friends.
Right. That's what I heard. The problem that I had with the defense too is one, I don't understand why they didn't put everybody that he knew that knew him, that thought good of him, that could have given him um, a good what's the right word? It could have said something great about this young man. I don't know why they didn't put everybody like that. I don't understand. I also don't know why they didn't call in some sort of psychologist or psychiatrist to talk to, someone's state of mind.
Yes,
Their
right. They
fight
should
or
do
flight.
their full due diligence. Because I was about to say, like, even men, some men feel the need to protect themselves. Like, men are very, like, territorial about themselves, about their property, just about everything. And men do a lot of like heinous acts. Like, and I'm not saying what he did is justifiable. I'm just saying in general, you know, that's the nature of some men. Some men just, they just be wanting to pounce on somebody, or they just, they like, you already know they do confrontation. They ready to smack you upside your head or something.
My question is, what what would the response have been if when the Austin guy, the victim, had shoved Carmelo and Carmelo tumbled backwards down the bleachers and hit his head and died? Would y'all have been okay with him going to prison for 35 years?
Mm. They wouldn't have given him that much
I would have
time.
said Carmelo's in his face and he was standing his ground. It was an accident. That's what would be going on. Like, I need y'all
Mhm.
to stop it.
They probably wouldn't even give him that. They would have gave him
It wouldn't
manslaughter.
even been a trial. He would have got probation. They would have listened. They would have said, here, the prosecution would have done this. They would have said, listen, we're going to go ahead and give you a plea. And you're going to plea down to some sort of something less than what is it, manslaughter. And or they may not have even convicted him of anything because he would have said, I was defending myself. And it was an accident. I didn't mean, even though I willfully pushed this boy, I didn't mean for him to fall down, tumble down, and hit his head and then die as a result. I feel wholeheartedly, I could be wrong about this, but I feel wholeheartedly that Carmelo did not stab that young man with the intent to kill him.
No, yeah, no, he didn't.
He felt fight or flight type scenario. I feel threatened and I don't know what to do. And boom, that's what I think. Because and where's that damn NRA? Because aren't they proponents of you should be able to protect yourself and you should be able to carry a whatever kind of GUN all the time? We're not changing the laws no matter what because people have the right to protect themselves. And now this young man, oh, what? Why would he have a knife? What you mean? Why would
Yeah.
you have one? In Texas, they don't just tote knives. We tote big guns.
Talk about it. You guys are scary state. You know how many people die in Texas because of stand your ground laws? Richard and trespassing. That's
It's not about being scared. It's about what this not what we doing. So you can figure it out or not figure it out. But it's just interesting to me how it changes when it's this young brown boy. He
hmm
don't have that right. But this is the thing. We always knew he didn't have that right. Police have the right to unalive people with whatever force they feel necessary. And people are going to say, well, that's the police. They felt threatened. Well, If the man was unarmed, how did you feel threatened? How did Tamir Rice threaten you?
Mm-hmm.
And people will be like, "Oh, the police! You don't have to fear the police. They're there to uphold the law." Really? Okay, so let's put a people in a room. Let's ask them this question: how many people get afraid when they call for the fire department? Please tell me how many. Absolutely nobody. Why? Because we have this collective unconsciousness that if we call for the fire department to come, they're coming to help us. Nobody's coming to hurt us if we call for the fire department, but we don't have that same scenario or feeling when we call for the police. So the police can shoot and ask questions later, but this young man can feel like he's in fear of his life and he can't defend himself. Otherwise, he's got to spend 35 years in jail. Make it make sense. But anywho, what do you think about these people who are on the internet? People like Hoodservative, at me. What do you think about these people who are on the internet? Like, he got what he deserved and he should have been there and this is what he deserved. What do you think about those people?
Those people, that's a good question. I think they're coons. They're just trying, that's the yeah. They just want to rally behind and want to convict black people. But those people see black people as already like predators. They don't see really the good in black people. They just ready
How
to.
can you not see the good in the people that you are?
They don't. They don't look at it
What
from
do you
their point of
mean?
view.
Huh?
They're not gonna look at it from their point of view. And what's so sad is he has kids also.
Who?
Conservative.
Oh yeah, I know. I wonder. I would listen. I would love to be a fly on the wall in these people's houses, just for a moment to see how they talk to their children, how they talk to their loved ones. Because I don't understand how you can love your loved ones but hate everybody else that looks like you.
I heard some crazy things about some people in this space that say one thing and then they live another and they come from
Such as, you don't have to name
I'm not
names.
gonna say that.
Just generally speaking, what have you heard?
I just heard that is a circus out here.
Oh.
I heard that we shouldn't pay too much attention. You guys who watching people online, you guys shouldn't take what people say for face value. Especially if people are getting a lot of cash apps and money to promote the things that they're saying. 9 times out of 10, they're doing it for money and they're not really living that type of lifestyle and they probably don't agree with half the shit they be saying that come out their mouth. That's what I've been saying. She says some of them be trolling for attention, which is really dangerous. Yes. Houston Colombian, yes. Oh my God. One of them have a fake beard and you just got
Oh, dude. Does the name start with an A?
Yeah, Ali.
Oh, I wasn't telling you to say the name. I can't see. It's the Taurus thing. Your husband kicking you under the table and you like, what? It's like, I'm kicking you under the table so that you don't call attention to this matter. But
people could go look it up. One video, he has this nice beard, and you're like, "Oh shit, he look cute." The next one is like, "What happened? What happened?"
I thought you were talking about Angry Man. I didn't know you was talking about, because I don't even know who Ali is. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, but that's another story. She laughing. Look, she messy too. Look.
Do not tell Creative anything, because I be on here trying to like low key not say stuff. I be using special words. Creative is like, no, Chanel knows. Chanel knows. I told her, I'm like, oh my God, Creative, I'm saying it like this because I don't want no smoke. Like, I don't want no drama. But Creative's like, no, Chanel knows exactly who it is because I told her. I'm like, Creative is the person that's gonna send you to prison because you went in there and said Creative didn't do it. And you know what creative gonna go in there and tell the police? No, I told Chanel I did it. I don't know why she told y'all that.
No,
I
I'm
think they're trying to
smart.
get me to
No, Chanel, I'm smart when it comes to things like that. But like,
no. Creative is
people
sending
are
you
gonna
up for that.
find out. Listen, people already made fun of him for his beard. And end of discussion. I don't care. People made fun
But
of him.
creative said, I said what I said.
The fuck, I don't care.
I said. Now wait. Oh shit.
Just like the other guy who came on here, what's his name? Stan Chi.
Girl. Girl. I wonder, did he make another video about us? I wonder.
He did, but he's boring. Nobody want to watch
He is
him.
boring. He got 2 people watching, child. 2 people watching. But look, let's play a video right quick and then we can get some responses. Let me see.
Okay, which one we playing?
I don't know. Let's see. No, not that one. Hold on. Let's see. I'll play this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Following this case this week, a Texas jury has found 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony guilty of murder in the fatal stabbing of fellow student athlete Austin Metcalf. This all happened during a high school track meet in Frisco, Texas. But this case became one of the most controversial trials in the country. So here's what's going on. Prosecutors argued that Anthony intentionally stabbed Metcalf after a confrontation, all under a team tent at a track meet back in April 2025. So you have defense attorneys claiming Anthony acted in self-defense after being confronted and pushed by Metcalf. Jurors ultimately rejected that argument and convicted Anthony of murder, sentencing him to 35 years in prison. Now, this case has sparked intense debate for multiple reasons. So I want to break those down. First, you have the racial dynamics here. So Anthony is Black and Metcalf was white. The jury that convicted Anthony included no Black jurors, leading some supporters to question whether race played a role in this outcome. Now, others argued the evidence clearly supported a murder conviction regardless of race. So we have seen this trial fuel hate over social media campaigns. We've seen protests outside of the courthouse, competing narratives about self-defense, accountability, and what justice looks like. Again, Anthony was sentenced to 35 years in prison. His attorneys are expected to appeal. All right, no matter where you are in the world, you're likely following this case this week. A Texas jury has found 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony guilty.
You muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, let's see. That's not the one. I pulled it up? Hold on. I did pull it up. Now, where did it go? That's so weird. I don't even know where that video went. It's somewhere. Okay, look. Let me find another one. Hold on.
The Karmelo Anthony verdict is in, and he has been found guilty in under 3 hours. Now, it is a very simple fact pattern. And the damning fact is not simply that Karmelo Anthony told officers right away that he did it, that there was nothing alleged about it, and he said it was self-defense right away, but it was a head-on plunged knife into the chest of the victim, another teenager. You know the fact pattern. Karmelo Anthony, young Black kid at a track meet. Some white kids tell him to get out of the tent that was there for the rain, but it was only for their team and not his team. And he says something to one, and one says something back, and there's someone else there, and a knife comes out, and Karmelo Anthony plunges it into the chest of another teen, and he dies. Is it self-defense? The jury was all white. Prosecutors say this is a race neutral crime. This is a very fraught situation that now is going to have these obvious indications of bias. Why did it have to be all white? Why couldn't it have black jurors? What does race neutral mean? What did it mean in this context? Is this justice? Does 3 hours mean that it was just a simple pattern and he had acknowledged it and it couldn't be seen any other way? If a black jury had been involved, they also often find black defendants guilty. Would black people on the jury have made a difference? Should there have been black people on the jury anyway? This has been covered constitutionally. Do you have to have mixed race to reflect the race of the defendant and anybody else? No. That is not a constitutional protection of equal protection or of due process. If you're black, you don't have to have black jurors. If you're white, you don't have to have white jurors. However, there can be issues based on bias. Is this one of those cases?
What do you think?
Yes, I think it was bias. Yes.
I agree.
So how does it work? It works as so the jury convicts him, but the judge has to sentence him, right?
No, the jury sentenced him in this case.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They gave him 35 years, child.
Yeah. I hope they appeal.
I think I could be wrong about this, but I think sometimes the judge can take it out of the jury's hands, and because I've seen judges sentence people as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know how come they let the jury sentence him, but
something is fishy about that.
The whole case is fishy. So Houston, Texas Colombian says, I've never seen an all-black jury, but I've seen so many all-white juries in courtrooms they don't belong.
Mm-hmm.
True story. Have y'all ever? Because I ain't never seen an all-black jury. So how is it in our lifetime we've all seen an all-white jury, but we've never seen an all-black jury ever?
You never seen?
Only the white people. I ain't never seen an all-Asian jury, or all-Spanish jury. None of that. Only all white people.
That's a good question.
Well, we know why.
Isn't jury duty based on like they pull you from work or something and they make you go?
It's not based on that. I don't know how they make a determination of. It's probably some sort of jury lottery where you're randomly selected. You know what? They always randomly select me when I'm going on vacation. Okay?
No, he put this.
That is because they are 14% of the population, dummies. Who's 14% of the population?
He did his research and he came back to tell us.
That what? That black people are 14% of the population? We already know that. So what's your point? I don't know what he responding to.
What you just said, why you haven't seen an all-black jury.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but we have situations where the majority of the population in a certain city is black.
Yeah.
Let's talk about New Orleans. Still ain't seen an all-black jury. Like
New Orleans. Isn't it like certain parts of Texas and
listen, you want to go to a densely populated black area, you can name some. I'm sure Compton, what is it called? California. Sure, it's probably densely populated with black people. Go to South Park in Houston, Texas. Densely populated with black people. They got courtrooms over there. You think they got all black juries? Nope.
Even New York.
They still find a way to get some other people in that jury box, except for when it's for us.
They saying he trying to disrespect us.
He is, but I don't care. I don't care. You can call me a dummy because listen, the person that you're trying to call a dummy has 3 college degrees. So you can call me a lot of things. Dumb is not one of them. So what you can do is shut the hell up talking to me. Okay? Life. Now, how far did you go with your education? Put it in the chat. Let us know. Stand on your square. Come stand on your square with us. Come up here and talk to us. You're talking to a national merit scholar, honey. Dumb is nowhere in my vocabulary. Let's not. Okay. Yeah. It's your life. Anyway.
He said that same guy, I think it's a guy or girl whatsoever. I don't know. I think that it is just as wrong to protect someone because they're black, protect someone because they're white. If they are guilty, then they should be treated the same.
Then when have we ever said that should not be true? When did you hear us say that? We over here understand objectivity. We understand that if someone does something wrong, that they should have a consequence. Period. We understand that. Nobody's saying that. We're not sitting over here saying, oh, just because he's black, he should go home. No, we're saying that we don't believe he got a fair sentence. We're saying that justice wasn't served because he didn't have a jury of his peers, no matter which way you slice it. They can say all day long, oh, it was a jury of his peers because they picked people in his community. Well, if he's the minority of the people in his community and everybody else looks like somebody else, they don't look like him, they don't work in the same neighborhood as him, like, how is that a jury of his peers? It's not. It's not. Think about it. If in that same courtroom, would you say it's a jury of his peers if everybody was a female? Of course you wouldn't. And let's be clear. The peers were the people that the prosecution brought to be questioned on the witness stand. Those were the peers of the victim. Because if Creative comes to my house and she gets into it with somebody in my house, and then she ends up unaliving somebody in my house, my people, my family, my friends, who do you think? What do you think? Whose side do you think they're gonna be on? They're not about to be on Creative side. They're not about to be like, well, Creative started it. She was the aggressor. They're not going to do that. They're going to get my back. And that's exactly what happened in this case. The people that were on the victim side, as they should be, I understand. But the people that were on his side looked like him. The people that were on his side came to his defense. It's just a fact. So could they be actual credible witnesses? I don't know. And then also, typically witnesses are unreliable anyway. People forget what they said. They did a whole study about 9/11 and how many people said that they swore that they knew certain things and what they were doing at certain times of the day. They did a whole documentary on it. And people did not remember what they thought they remembered. People's knowledge and memory was challenged in the documentary of what they knew they saw happened. And these things just didn't happen. So witness testimony isn't very reliable, especially when violence is involved. That's not to say that you can't say, I know that this person had on an orange shirt and I know that this person is Freddie because I've seen Freddie before and whatever else. That's not to say that that you are always going to be wrong. But I am saying that when violence is involved, a lot of times people's memory is very cloudy. When people are under a lot of distress and they've seen something violent happen, what they think they remember might not necessarily be what they remember. So, but my heart goes out, to the family of the victim and the victim. 100% that young man should not have lost his life. Mm-hmm. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about what happened to the perpetrator. And we all believe he was railroaded. Because listen, there's plenty of people that have premeditated unaliving someone, meaning they went there with the only intent is to unalive those people, or went there with the intent to steal something and then ended up unaliving them, whatever it is. And those people don't even get 35 years.
Facts.
This young man was at a sporting event, bothering nobody, minding his business. Someone attacked him. He defended himself. And then people are like, yep, he deserved 35 years. It's like, fuck out of here. If that was your 17-year-old child, you would not want them to be in prison for 35 years when they've done nothing wrong ever before. When someone attacked them, approached them, you would be like, nah. I mean, I understand why the victim's family feels the way they do. 100%. Friends and family, I understand that. I would feel that way. But I'm also a person who could be objective and say, legally, this just don't sound right. Crazy.
Yeah. This doesn't fit the crime.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Now, but
Especially
I feel like
17 years old.
it doesn't fit the crime more so because I do think he felt like he had to defend himself.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when you're in fight or flight, you never know how you may respond to something. You just don't. So, I don't know. I think if he had the intent, if he started it, he's like they were saying he was the aggressor. But from what I understand, how can you say I'm the aggressor, but then someone else pushed me first?
Exactly.
Help me make that make sense. I'm aggressing you, but then you are the one who physically attacked me. How does that work? They want to say that we don't like how Karmelo Anthony attacked him back. That's the problem. Because how he attacked him back ended this young man's life. But that's why you have to be careful what you're doing. Because everybody not playing with you.
That's those people who be doing those pranks and stuff on people with the camera and they be recording.
Yeah.
Somebody got into a hospital because of that.
Everybody is not playing with you. So, you know, my mom used to always say, you gotta bring your ass to whoop a ass. So at the end of the day, if you big balls and you think you can run up on me, talk shit to me and whatever, and you just gonna, and I'm just gonna lay down and just, okay, you got the wrong one.
Especially if somebody's scared of you. What you think gonna happen and you bigger than them? What do you think going to happen? That's the last person you want to cause a problem with, a fight with, is somebody who's intimidated or scared of you. What do you think they're going to do?
I think that these people felt what a lot of white people feel. No shade to the white people, but I'm just calling it what it is, which is privilege. I have the privilege to tell you to get out this tent, even though I'm a nobody. I'm just another kid here at the track meet. But I have the privilege to tell you to leave, even though you ain't doing nothing. You ain't bothering nobody. I have the right to tell you you gotta leave. I got the right to push your ass, even though you haven't done anything to me. But then the jury is saying he don't have the right to fight back. But or he has the right, but he can only do it to a certain extent. No, like my mama said, you gotta bring her ass to whoop her ass. So if you come up here starting shit, you get what you get. Again, my heart goes out to the victim. I don't think he deserved that, but I'm saying I'm not out here starting shit with people. So guess what? I'm probably never gonna be in a knife fight. If I'm in one, it's because somebody started some shit with me. Exactly. I don't walk around this world thinking I'm big bad, whatever. You're not gonna just say anything you want to, but I'm not about to start no shit with nobody for no reason. That's just not how I operate. I don't operate in that realm. You know, because I also believe that people have the right to respond how they want to respond. I'm not talking about legally they have that right. I'm saying what I feel is the right. If you come and you shove me and I lean on your ass, you just got leaned on. Don't come and shove me. Don't come think you about to tell me what to do. None of that. I'm not going to be violent. But if you touch me, I can't be responsible for what happens to you.
You hear this person? I can't be bothered.
He says, I just find it so contradictory. You are essentially the people defending the police officer who killed your... What? You're an idiot. Go back to idiot land. Nobody said nothing about George Floyd. Nobody is defending George Floyd, a police officer. That by the way, unalived a whole grown man by sitting on his neck with his knee for what, 30 minutes or something like that?
Yeah, on live camera for everybody to see.
That's what you call privilege. You know that although there are other police watching you murder this man, there's no consequence that's coming to you. I can promise you, Karmelo Anthony already knew if I don't defend myself, I might end up dead or severely injured. And that's why he protected himself. But that's the thing. The court system wants us to believe still in 2026 that brown people should know their place. And even if someone is threatening you, you should just comply. You should just, what do they always tell the black people? Just comply, just listen to the
Mm-hmm.
police. Meanwhile, white people can walk around this earth with 12 gauge shotties and be like, and what? I have the right to bear arms. Let some brown people walk around at the local Walmart or at the local McDonald's talking about I have the right to bear arms. I can promise you somebody calling the police immediately.
Look at this. A Amber guy was a cop who shot a black dude in his own apartment and only got 10 years.
Right.
Grown men past the age of 18, 21, 25, killing people and getting better sentences and getting, than
Mhm.
35 years. Grown men getting 10 years for murder, 20 years for murder, even
Yep.
25. And this
Mhm.
a child that's 17 years old getting 35 years, getting throw the book at him,
Yep.
essentially.
It's a fact. Oh, Simon wants the link. Oh, Simon. I'll put the link.
Do
What? Always
I
trying to
can't
keep the
with
white
these
man.
people.
Who's trying to keep the white man down?
How we could keep the people that own everything? How you gonna keep somebody down?
Mm-hmm.
You walk in the room and
Especially
all you see is them. Like, what are we
right.
talking about? Like, what was
Don't let
go
them get
to?
under your
I
skin.
want people to go to a marketing event and see who's the owners and who's there networking. You gonna majority see white people. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I can't.
They just trolling. Don't even listen to these idiots. Hey, Simon.
Hello, Simon.
Simon, are you drunk today? Or are you coming up here to talk like a normal person? Simon, you on mute?
Hey, how you doing?
We're good. How are you?
Yeah. Is look,
Hold on, Simon, before you say something. Creative, put that back up there, what he said.
Oh, this person.
Mhm. It said he says nobody has the right to unalive anyone. That's the point. Okay, so let me pull this up right quick. Where did I put it? In the back, I think, in the private chat. Um, Texas is a stand your ground state. So it says to legally stand your ground and use force as self defense, you must meet all of the following criteria. But you don't have to retreat. So basically, you got to meet this criteria and that criteria. But the law basically says if someone's attacking you and you feel that serious bodily harm could happen or that you could die, then you have the right to unalive someone, right? So you saying nobody has the right to unalive someone in the state of Texas? You do. It's a stand your ground state. So that means if you feel attacked, if you feel like someone could cause, you're in fear that someone could cause great bodily injury or death to you, you have the right to unalive somebody. So what you're saying is false. Now in other states that might not be the case, but in the great state of Texas, that's the case. You do have the right. And federally, if it's self-defense, you do have the right to defend yourself. That's why they say in the Second Amendment, you have the right to bear arms, right? That means I have the right to protect myself from physical violence, myself and my property. I have the right to bear arms. So you're just, again, someone who doesn't know what you're talking about. But go ahead, Simon.
no, you're right. Um, I'm just looking at this from like an outsider looking in. Um, and I had this discussion already with somebody else, but I just looked at it like I think what actually happened is people took their eyes off the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like we seem to think that this shit don't just go down. This shit goes down every day. It just got highlighted. That's all.
Yes, Simon, thank you. I don't know, like there's so many things going on after school. I think like adults act like they was never teenagers. Adults nowadays act like they never went to high school. Adults act like they never, understood peer pressure. They never got picked on. They never experienced any of those things.
You know,
I just can't stand this shit. This shit is fucking make me want to fucking throw up. Like,
people are getting up really upset about this, and I get it. But you know, this boy, and he is a boy at that, had parents. So I mean, no one's questioning that because it's just like, yo, at the end of the day, we should know what the system looks like. We've already done live for it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like, you know,
Mhm.
yes, I remember this
we could be
case right here.
outrageous and scream and shout and go.
Yeah, but this case right here is gonna help us move forward in the future. It's not just
It
because
shouldn't even, yeah, but yo, it shouldn't even take that.
it shouldn't, but it's sad. But we need stuff like this to happen so that people can change the way they view things and people could, have some type of heart or understand the situation. And when things like this happen, this exploits exactly what's going on and the justice system and everything. So things like this need to happen.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I'm in the justice system. That's what I do for a living. But I'm just saying,
Mhm.
like, you can't like rely on it. You know, people seem to feel like justice means justice. It don't mean that. This ain't no Batman movie. Like we've seen this shit before.
Mhm.
So especially if you got children involved and things like that, it's just like wow, you know. And they do this on purpose, like every so often, just to make us aware. And then we're screaming and shouting as black people and going, "Oh, it's like no, you should have been aware in the fucking first place." And it's a sad fucking thing. It's a sad thing. You know what I'm saying? I could
Mhm.
never put my child through that. Never. But as a parent, I need to be aware every step that I take. Like this shit can happen to her.
Mhm.
Imagine if that was a female. Yeah, you goddamn mind.
Yep, I
Yeah.
agree, Simon. Let me read this law right quick for those in the back. It says Texas's stand your ground law eliminates the traditional duty to retreat. It allows a person to use reasonable force, including deadly force, in self defense without first attempting to flee. So, for the people in the back that keep saying, you can't just unalive someone, yes, you can. If that person is attacking you, that's what it says here. It says, it allows a person to use reasonable, including deadly force in self defense without first attempting to flee. This implies anywhere the individual is legally allowed to be, provided they did not provoke the attack and are not actively committing a crime. So we know Carmelo was lawfully where he was allowed to be, and he wasn't the aggressor. He wasn't. Someone pushed him. So this whole idea that he just willy nilly went out and decided to unallow somebody is crazy work. He didn't. Let's see what else it says. It says key conditions, reasonable belief. You must have a genuine, reasonable belief that force is immediately necessary to protect against an imminent threat or death or seriously bodily injury. So, again, for the people in the back that keep trying to say, oh, he didn't have the right to do it. Yes, he did. Just because you have the right doesn't make something right. But in this case, he had the right to do it. If I feel like, according to Texas state law, that my life is in danger, that I could sustain physical bodily injury, that's what the law says, not what Chanel says, what the law says. Then I don't have to retreat. I don't have to leave. I can stand my ground. Period. That's what the law says. So if you're not living in the United States or you don't live in Texas and you don't know this law, then here it is for you. He was not the aggressor. He was approached, not the other way around. He was told to leave, not the other way around. He legally was where he could legally be. Right? He was at a track meet. Right?
Craig went and got that plate.
Right? She always eating because we hungry on our show. You know, we be hungry out here. Don't judge us. Don't judge her.
Nah, I'm just trying to make it a bit light, because it's a hard subject.
Right. You're good.
No, but you're right.
Hold on one second. Let me say something to this idiot in the chat. He said he had the knife. No, if you attack me and I then use my weapon to save my life or to get you off of me because I believe that I'm gonna sustain a serious bodily injury, I'm not the aggressor. You are. You can't say I'm the aggressor simply because I use my weapon to protect myself.
That's facts. That sentence
I
doesn't even make sense.
you. I'm not sure if you're smarter than a fifth grader, but if you're not, and you're giving you given that you only went to the fifth grade. I'm just saying, think what use logic. But here's the thing: you don't even have to agree with me. Read it; it's right there on your screen. The screen says Karmelo Anthony does not have to retreat if he feels or thinks that someone is going to attack him. Yeah. That man, you're saying he's the aggressor because he has a weapon. He was down there minding his business. How is he the aggressor if he over there minding his business? Nobody said in the trial that I know of that Karmelo just got up out of nowhere and went and attacked this young man. Nobody said that. That's a fact.
What do you think about this 35-year sentence thing?
I think it's horrible because I do believe that he didn't intend to kill that boy. I don't believe that his intent was to kill him. I don't believe that. I think he was trying to protect himself.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that before though. I think that's a thing.
Of the 35 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
like for murder you get like 25.
Right.
So where did 35 come from?
Because they could.
All right, that sounds like some made up shit.
They just didn't care. They don't care about this young man's life. Because in my opinion,
I think they're trying to set a precedent for some strange reason. I don't know what it is. But it's just off, and I think that's why many people felt like that. Because it's just like, when was the last time we heard about that shit? 35 years? Who gets locked up for like when the bar, if you think the most wrongest shit, like committing a crime where it's just like murder, it's 20. Where did 35 come from?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think people are misconstrued in this shit, and they don't even know what's going on, But I ain't trying to be emotional with it. I'm just like,
no, it does have emotion. Creative is raising a whole black young boy. He's 13. He's 4 years away from where this young man was.
You gonna kick him?
Could be put in prison for 35 years for trying to protect himself.
I ain't no Craig about a child.
Yeah.
Okay.
This idiot. What idiot? This idiot says we're EBT. Listen, idiot. I don't even live in an EBT. Be very clear. There's no EBT happening. I wish they could get
Oh,
some
God
EBT.
damn, you're gonna be out you like that. God damn.
Listen, listen. I wish they would give me some free food stamps. I would gladly take them, but they won't.
What, they don't hand them out like that over
No.
there?
Even well, they do for people who don't who meet the criteria. Let me say it like that.
Me
Yeah,
too. I want some.
Not
I want some. I want some EBT.
ain't nothing wrong with the food stamp. Don't
I
worry
wish
about
they
it.
gave me
You know
some
what
food stamps. You know what I'm saying? These food
I
prices,
need some food stamps too.
but they won't give me none. Even when I'm unemployed and only my husband is working, they still won't give us
I'm saying?
any food stamps because he makes too
Oh
much money.
damn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So shut the hell
Right.
up. Talk
You
about
know.
EBT. You probably have EBT. You got EBT.
What's EBT? What's that?
Eat better tonight. That I don't know what it actually means, but it basically
Oh,
That's a
okay.
good one though. Eat better
That's some
tonight.
sort
I
of
love it.
slang. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking
Eating better
about.
tonight.
it
Eat
means
better
you get a
tonight.
card and you get food money loaded on it so that you can buy food with it. That's
How does
essentially what
that
it
work?
is.
I don't know. I ain't even gonna go
But
into it. I ain't
I
even gonna go
listen.
into it.
I wish
I
they
just didn't
would give
understand
me
what
free
it meant.
food. Listen, give me some free food. I'll take it. But they're not because food is expensive as hell right now. Like real talk. It really
Yeah, you're
like one
damn right.
potato is $1. Like out it's out there.
Commodity is commodity, right?
Mhm.
That's how shit works. But yeah, man. Um, I just didn't really get the 35-year thing. That threw me off. I was like, what? When
Yeah,
was the last time I heard about a 35-year sentence? Is this
I was
nah?
praying.
You're trying to make an example out of something. I don't know who
Mhm.
or what or where or the way the whole shit went down is just like wow. And that's why people are being like people ain't even been outrageous, but it was like you know, when they came out and they started screaming and shouting outside the courthouse and all that, I was like,
Mhm.
you ain't like helping. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't be like saying, "Oh, we black people," and you screaming some motherfucker and some bitch and this that. Mm-mm. Like that. I was just like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? You're playing into their hands. You know, that's
Mhm.
outrageous. You know what I'm saying? That's how they want us to be. But it's just like, that's not what we are. That's what I got the message. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, yo, you want to calm the fuck down. I know you're emotional, but it's like you want to calm the fuck down because this is serious shit. Serious shit. And like, if you actually want to help this brother, we should have premeditated this shit. Way, way off. Way off. But most people don't do that, and that's the problem. When I said I was speaking to somebody else about this, like I brought it back to the pandemic and how they can like just do anything. Like when it comes to law, rule, and all that type of shit, like they'll just restrict us. They'll just do anything. And you think this is new? No, it ain't new. What's happening is political. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And most people don't understand politics. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's like like Trump's gone. Like at the end of the day, we're like, who's next? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you start to even mention his name or anything, people don't really understand how this shit goes down. We have whole marketing companies like checking every time someone says that name. And I just did that shit on purpose because they could track me, but I can handle it. But a lot of people can't.
Yep.
It's like you're just gonna wake up tomorrow. You're just gonna go about your daily business. It's like, yo, I ain't trying to play with nobody. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take us to turn around and go, oh, we're black. Unsubscribe to or other people, Latino, whites, this, that, whatnot. Ain't got nothing to do with it. They had shit to do with it.
A part of me feels like sometimes we're not able to be like express our feelings as black people.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can't be mad, we can't be emotional. It's like we can't express how we feel because everything we do is being like taken against us. It's like we can't even be human like some other people can. And that shit is so
Why
fucking
why why
annoying. Like, you
why do
know,
you feel like that though? That the what?
because we get judged 10 times worse.
Yep.
They're ready to
No,
throw the book at us. They're ready to write a
let me
full
tell you something.
description. They're ready to say all these egregious things and have their notes ready why we should get a higher sentence, why they have all of these reasons. They listing them down. And
It
this shit
just
is so
depends.
fucking annoying.
It just depends what kind of arena you're dealing with. Like you don't play with people that you feel like you're not in that fucking spectrum. Like people try to play with people. And at the end of the day, it's like it's just not for you. If I want to wake up in the morning and go work at McDonald's, I work at McDonald's.
Okay, okay, Simon. I'm talking about in this cases. In some case scenarios, if the white boy probably was like I was it was self defense or something like that, I think he would have never got such a harsh sentence.
I don't really think we really understand what's going on here. Like,
Why you say
so
that?
because we're still trying to work it out.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Simon? So you telling
Look,
me?
this ain't a done case. So it's just like, yo,
Hold on,
he got
Simon.
sent.
Hold on, Simon. Creative. Is someone sharing your stream in the chat? Because it looks like it. Are these people sharing the stream?
What do you mean?
The people that have the little thing next to
No,
their.
no, no. That means they're watching it from the other view.
Oh,
'Cause we got two screens going on. That's all that means.
okay. Go ahead, Simon.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying, Chanel. Um, I ain't gonna share you. I ain't gonna do that. But look, what I'm saying is like, you know, at the end of the day, like you got to understand and dig into it, and like most people won't. So it's just like if you don't understand the judicial system and like how that works, like then you're gonna have a problem with it. But you can't scream and shout. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't gonna do nothing. When I saw this woman turn around and go ooh 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 kiki kiki, like I was like, wow, like you're not doing nothing for that brother. Like serious shit. You know what I'm saying? I get your passion, I get your empathy, I get where you're coming from, but it's just like, yo, that is not helping the situation because you just saw what went down. So it says, I know because I'm in the justice system. So it's just like, yo, I know how this shit operates. Of course, I know the judge. Of course, I know the prosecutor. Of course, you know what I'm saying? But like you acting like you don't. So wait, you waited for this to happen for you to understand something. So what they try and tell you?
No, no, Simon. Simon, I understand what you're trying to say. You're trying to say you see how the justice system is, so move smartly. That's what Simon is trying to say. And we're
Crave. Like,
This
don't
is
do
what I'm
that.
saying.
Wait a sec. Look. No, ain't that. Look. I'm a lawyer, right? So, look, don't like act like I'm being stupid. Like I know judges. If look, let's say you had a court case. You think I don't know the judge?
Simon, you don't
You
know the
think
judge. You're in a whole nother country.
you think I don't know how this shit's gonna roll?
Simon, I work in
I've
the court.
already premeditated
Hold
bullshit way
on.
before.
Simon. Pause.
Right,
I used to work in the
right.
court system with judges and the lawyers all the time for many, many
So
years.
do you know what I'm talking about?
Hold on. I'm just trying to tell you, to your point, if we're gonna take the right way to do things, Our state, the state that this young man was convicted in, says that he has the right to not have to retreat if someone has attacked him. That's what the law says. If he feels, if
no.
he feels,
With
if
all
we're
due
gonna say it's
respect,
the
I
law,
understand that
if we're gonna say it's the law, and
he
everybody's
had
supposed to
he
hold
had no
on,
defense.
Simon.
He had no defense.
If we're going to say it's the law and everybody's supposed to have the right to defend themselves, especially in the state of Texas where they don't have to retreat, and he follows that law, what we're saying is, how does he follow that law that says he doesn't have to retreat and that he
Yeah, but
can,
you're
he
not
does have
listening,
the right?
babe. Look,
Hold
look, look, you're
on,
not listening to
hold
me. You're
on.
not listening to me.
Let me
All
finish.
right. Mm-hmm.
If he's following what the law says he can do, how does he then get 35 years? If
What
he's
makes you
following
think
what the
he
law says
understood
he can
anything
do.
about the law? Like, he clearly
Okay, so
did
go
not.
ahead.
No, I'm just saying he clearly did not understand anything about the law. And it takes a long time for you to understand things about the law and how that
No,
shit
it doesn't.
rolls.
No, it doesn't.
He's a
I just
kid.
read, I just read the law a few minutes ago for you and this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
That
No,
says try
Chanel,
quoting
like
the
you did.
law. Hold on.
Come
Hold
on,
on.
Chanel.
That says try quoting the law. We just went over the law. So you can go back in the stream when we read the law. I don't know if you can read or not, but you try reading the law and then you can try telling me about quoting it and shut the hell up. Carry on. Sorry.
All right. I'm just saying, like, you can say what the hell you want. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, you could say you were capable of reading the law, but he was not. That there's a difference. There's a difference. You weren't
No,
his representative,
enough.
and maybe if you
No,
were, then things may be a bit different. But that's not what
but this
happened.
young man knew enough to know I have the right to protect myself and I don't have to retreat. That much he did know. He knew that
Okay.
because
Okay.
he said to the police, I believe, yeah, I did it. This is what I did but I did it in self-defense. That's what he said.
Yeah,
So
I
clearly,
saw that as desperation. It wasn't sort of like a thing of I
how
would
is it
believe that.
desperation if
How is that
someone
desperation?
attacks you, you attack them back, and then you tell the police what actually happened? How is that
Listen,
desperation?
when you're under pressure, you do some stupid shit.
I'm asking you this. If someone attacks you, you then attack them back, the police come and they ask you what happens, and you tell them literally what happens. How is that desperation?
Yeah, but Chanel, you gotta understand. Like, if I locked you up in
It's
a cell, you're gonna be desperate. I trust me.
That man
It
was
don't
in fear
matter.
of
It don't
his
matter what
life.
you think.
Listen, he was in fear of his life and he took action. And in our state, you have the right to do that. Period, point blank.
Exactly. No, I'm not disputing what you're saying in terms of like, the law in your state and stuff. I'm just saying, like, as human beings, we act in a certain type of way. And like, sometimes, right, you could only like turn around and get like 2 seconds to have a thought process about something. And you can't blame somebody for that. And all
I
I saw was a young boy like that, I've got experience over and I'm thinking about this differently. But if I was in his position, I wouldn't know how to do anything different either.
Mhm. I get it, Simon.
Okay, big girl.
This week Simon alone. Simon is on. Simon be on something. I need some of whatever he taking.
Water. Water. I like a bit of water. Don't worry about it. We're having a conversation. It's cool. And I appreciate you. Thank you for having me up, man.
Of
You're
course.
welcome, Simon. We love it when you come by to drop some of
Mm.
your jewels, whether be serious or not. You know what I mean? We love
I'm
it.
just looking at your hair. I'm just like, how the hell you do that?
For me, we're creative. We both have braids. Simon, how do
I
you do?
don't know
How
how
did you
you
do
got.
your hair?
I don't
How
know
did
how
you,
you girls do that. You do
how did you
so.
do your hair, Simon? Let us see your hair.
What? No, I don't. I don't have. Wait a minute.
Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, creative. You have any last thoughts about this trial and everything that happened?
No, it's just it's sad and unfortunate for both families. One family lost a son, and the other family lost their son essentially also. So both families lost their son. So
Yep.
it's kind of sad. I just wish the justice system would have took account that he was just a kid also.
Mm. Yeah, and
That's the only thing.
that's the thing. Like we gotta stop trying to forget. Like we getting our feelings, and it's like as soon as like you know things start popping or whatever, it's just
Simon,
like
there's grown men who do more heinous crimes to get lesser sentences than what the kid got.
I told you. Like I've never heard of a 35-year like sentence. I mean,
Because you
what?
don't live here in America, Simon.
That's the
You
only
see,
thing. I don't expect him to
no,
walk
no, no,
away
no, Chanel.
scot-free
Like on a
for
real
all the
tip,
people
this ain't no
who's in our chat. I
no
do not
Chanel. This
expect
ain't
him. I do not
Chanel.
expect.
Let me answer Chanel's question because like
Or
she had a valid question. Okay, so it's cool. But I'm just saying, when was the last time we heard of a 35-year sentence? Like where?
They give them out every day.
Where? No, no, I've never heard of that. Never.
Simon, I
Like
just told
for
you.
murder, look,
They give them out every day.
bruh. Like for murder, you're getting 25. When did they add the extra 10?
I don't know
See
what you
that
want me to
shit?
tell you.
You see that? You see that shit?
Creative. You want to move on to Jay-Z?
yeah, people over here stating that he admitted that he did it. Yes, he admitted
What's
that
going
he
on with
did it.
what's going on with Jay
I
Z?
want the people in the chat to know that we do not agree with the crime. We just think 35-year sentence is too much. That's it.
Don't look.
You don't have to
That's just
explain.
being
Hold on.
creative. Look, I'm telling you, bruh. Look,
Simon,
at the end of the day, look,
hold on. We don't have to
yo,
explain our feelings and what we think, whether it's right or wrong or anything, to the people in the chat.
no, they just create what you don't understand. Like in the chat and everyone like subscribe to the channel, do all that shit, like hit the like
No
button.
subscribe to
I'm
nonsense.
just saying, I've never heard about this shit before in my life. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people are
Like
getting
Mr.
excited about
Mr.
it.
Grumpy, there's
30
grown
fucking
men that
five.
unalive men and get lesser sentence than 35 years. So what are we talking about?
Exactly. Look, you get 25 for murder, bro.
Some people
What?
get 10. Some people get 10 or 15. They
Yeah,
break
but
it down.
yeah, okay, I get that. But I'm just saying, where did this 35 bullshit come from?
Exactly. That's
Here,
what I'm arguing.
here.
Yep, we
What's
can hear
up,
you.
Do
Bounce?
you understand what I'm
How you
saying?
doing?
Like, that's outrageous. Like, where did this come from? This is the first time I ever fucking heard about it. 35? When was the last time you ever heard about someone like
Simon, I
serving?
just told you that it happens every day.
Girl,
Yeah,
I
it
just
really
girl.
does. There's people who get the death penalty and get like football numbers for
Yo,
charges
Bronze,
related to
let me
that.
tell you, Bronze,
Yeah,
let me tell you something.
real
If you're
shit.
getting a death, look, bruh. If you're getting a death sentence, fine, got it. I got it. Right? Let's get over with it. You know what I mean? 35 years? What, we're going to live? That's just outrageous because it's like you damn well know that you're not going to go in prison for 35 years. Like, let's be real.
I'm not understanding why it wouldn't be 35 years in accordance
You're
to
going to
the
spend prison like 35 fucking years. You're going to say that shit?
It's very
Like,
possible
for real.
Simon, let him speak.
How?
Simon.
because
All
you're
right.
sentenced to 35 years. The only way you get out of it is through some sheer luck of sitting up there on good behavior or something else. But you're going to be doing the whole entire sentence. So I'm not understanding what's the debacle when it comes to that.
So you're trying to tell me, right, that if you were served with 35 years tomorrow, you're just gonna like take prison food and be in a cell and get beat up with like men because like we ain't in no like female men situation. You're trying to tell me that you're gonna live through that, and then what? What's gonna happen after?
Nigga, I get 35 years. The only way is that I change my behavior. I do sentiments to lessen my symptoms.
Wait.
What are you talking about?
Wait, Brad. Don't call me a nigga, okay? I ain't no damn nigga, okay? Right? If we're gonna have a conversation, be cool.
Go ahead.
Like, yo, I ain't no nigga, bro.
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm saying to you, most people don't even live past 36. So how you gonna tell me you're gonna live 35 years in jail?
He'll probably perish in jail. What are you talking about, bro? I just told you that there's dudes out there that get football numbers. They get some ridiculous numbers like 140 years in prison, never coming out. Possibility without with jail sentence without parole. There's dudes that don't even get parole when it comes to prison.
Give me an example. Do you know?
I'm literally telling you the example.
No. You're talking some bullshit. Dude, so like, no, tell me.
Okay.
You know
just asked me. You just asked me.
Do you have a friend?
No, I don't. You're asking me, right? I didn't heard. I didn't. All right, I'm making it up, like because there aren't people out there that get football numbers, get the death penalty, and all these different things happens to the point that they will never come out of jail. Okay, so you're sitting up there talking about how old is the kid? How old is the kid? How old is the kid? Karmelo. How old is he?
19.
19.
Hey
35 years.
Hey, chocolate.
35 years. Let's just say. Let's just say
we're making the same point. We're making the same point.
So what's the problem? You sit up there saying that.
I don't have a problem. I'm just saying you're making the same point.
I'm not understanding what you getting at. Like, would you like 35 years? What? Yeah, 35 years. That's what he got sentenced to. What's the issue?
It's no issue, bro.
So he'll probably be out by the time he's about 40 something years old or 50.
No, you don't think. You could say he's gonna make it out. You don't spend 35 years in jail and come out. That's death. Yeah, that's a death penalty. That's what we were talking about. That's the lynching.
That's not the death. That's not the death penalty.
No, that's the lynching, bro.
What are you talking about, bro? Like,
you don't understand what's going on.
No, you sit up there telling me that he's getting 35 years in prison as if he's not going to do 35 years in prison. What? Is he going to get out on good behavior? Or is it the fact that they're going to add more years to his sentence? What are you talking about?
He's likely not going to do 35 years in prison. He's likely going to do 15 years in prison. If he goes in there and he doesn't do anything worse, if he doesn't get anything added to his sentence, then he probably won't be in there for 35 years.
That's what but it probably has to do with good behavior or some initiative that he's doing. And if the people in it, wardens, I don't know who, because I don't know the terms like that. But they'll probably be like, okay, well, he's taking these initiatives to lessen his sentence. And the thing about it is
they could lessen your sentence.
Yeah.
So
it's possible.
You're looking at this wrong. So it's just like, are you serious? So you're turning around to me and look, are you trying to tell me you could last 35 years in prison?
There's people who do life in prison.
Oh my God. I'm saying
no, but this is what no, wait. No. You made a good point. What I said to you is life imprisonment for someone that did murder. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stop saying that word. You gotta say
unalive. Right. What am I supposed to say?
Unalive.
Unalive. Okay, so someone that unalive somebody, right? 25 years. That's the maximum, right? And then you're getting into a maximum security facility, right? Mm-hmm. Most people statistically do not last that long. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
and
they
what? So they're coming out when they're 60 years old and doing what?
Yes, they are. My Lord.
Simon, there's a lot of grown men that get out of prison every single day. They be walking around. They could be a truck drivers.
Well, tell me one. Tell
They
me
are
one.
out here. They get out
They
of
are
jail
out
at
here.
40,
Tell me
50s,
one.
and their 60s.
Simon,
Rhea,
Even in
Rhea,
their
tell me
30s.
one.
you that they get out of prison every single day. What are you talking about?
You
Yeah,
girls
right.
are
We
misconstrued.
live
I
in
swear.
America. We live in America. Stop it. We're
You
gonna
are
let
your damn mind if you think someone's walking into that shit and coming back out of that the same
Simon,
person.
we're
It
telling
happens
you that
every
this is what
day.
happened. What are you talking about?
It happens every day, bro.
Well, tell
Like,
me
what are you
about it
talking
because I
about?
don't
We're telling
know.
you, and you keep
We're telling you, you keep asking the same goddamn question.
Like, what
We're
Well,
telling
tell
you
me
that-
somebody because you're
Simon,
not being
we're telling
evident.
you.
Like,
Come on.
no. Well, just I'll believe you if you tell me.
Simon, listen. We're telling you that this happens every single day, and you keep telling us, tell me, and we keep telling you that it happens every single day. If you choose to not believe us, then just say I don't believe you and move on. But we're not wrong. Okay, we're gonna let Miss Chocolate say something. Oh, did she leave?
No, she's right there.
Oh,
She's right
Miss
here.
Chocolate, what do you want to say, love? Welcome to the show.
Girl, I don't even
Big
know.
trucks.
Well, I already know. What's up? How y'all doing? Girl, I'm sitting over here like, wait a minute, let me hold on to my thought.
I just think that's complete enough bullshit. But I
And
mean,
then
I'll talk
it
about it
Simon,
later.
hold on, Chocolate.
Okay.
Simon,
That's okay.
you can't keep saying that we're talking about bullshit when we're telling you for a fact that these things happen.
How
It's
do you
a
know?
fact.
So you know someone that's
Because
been in
I
prison
live
that's
here. What
like,
are you talking about? How do
Bro,
I know?
like you live in the UK, fam. Like you
I
sit
live
here
in
trying
the
to, you
United
know what I'm
States, and
saying?
I
Like,
also live in Texas, where this happened. So I need you to stop telling us that this is not going to happen, and it doesn't happen when it happens. Here
when
in
was the
America.
last time you met a prison
All the
inmate that
time,
look? Wait.
Simon.
Hold
We're
on
not
for
going to
a
argue
second,
with you
girl.
anymore. We're not.
Girl,
We done already told you what happens.
this is the
You
Yeah.
don't
reality.
believe us, and
wait a
that's
second.
okay. But
Calm down.
Nope. We're not doing it no more. We're not.
This
We're moving
is the
on.
Yeah,
reality.
calm down.
We're
Calm
moving
down.
on
Get an ice
because
cream or
we
some
keep
shit.
All right,
telling
I mean,
you.
I'll talk
Really?
about Jay-Z because
Well, we
What
want Miss
about
Chocolate
what
to
about
say,
Jay-Z?
and then we'll go and talk
wait,
about that.
We can go right into it. We can talk about
Let's get
Jay-Z.
into it. Let's
Okay,
talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it. Let's
I'm all
talk
for
about
it.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, I get
Let's
another drink
talk.
like that.
Let's talk about
Ah,
Hov.
you damn man.
And
Okay, so
that
help me
whack
understand.
I got
freestyle.
99. I
For
got
the young
99
man
pounds
that
for the
just
chick
said,
ain't one. Hit me.
let's talk about Hov. Why
Hov.
do you call a man God?
What?
That's his
Wait.
name, right? Hova? Isn't that
Oh
God?
yeah,
Hov.
he called himself Hov.
He called himself
I
Hov.
got you.
Tell me
How
why
many
why you call another man God?
I don't
men think
mean I don't try to call him God. I just be like,
Well,
yo,
if you're
call
saying
himself
let's
Hov.
talk about gold,
Yo,
Well, sorry, I won't say Hov no more. I'm gonna say Jay
no,
Z.
you can say it. I'm just asking why.
Too late. I just want to say Jay Z.
What the hell's wrong with this
Too late.
dude?
Too late,
Are you
man.
in your feelings, Mr.
I'm
Bronson?
all in my fifis,
Oh,
man.
okay.
All in my
Yeah, go
feelings.
ahead. Go to the park or
I'm pissed
something.
off.
Get some damn air in your damn lady. How you talking to?
Get out of here.
How you damn man?
Yeah.
Okay. Creative.
yes.
Why do you call Jay-Z Hov?
No.
Oh, okay.
I call him the camel. That's what I call him.
Damn.
That nigga look
Why
like
is
a
that?
camel.
Why's that?
He
man?
look
That's
like
a
a
camel.
camel in the face. He is
What's a
remember
camel?
the camel. Okay, so remember, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember
Fucking
that or whatever.
cigarettes.
Yes, the magazine. And they would have Joe Camel. His name was Joe Camel. Yes. Look up Joe Camel.
Chocolate's
Look up Joe
crazy.
Camel.
Yo, that freestyle is lit.
You'll appreciate
Stop.
creative.
You know what I'm saying?
Joe Camel.
That freestyle was lit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
What
it
was
wasn't.
We about to get into that. We about to
Yeah.
put on
Yeah.
the
What was
freestyle.
lit? What was lit?
I
Yeah,
was that
bro.
boneless
Yeah,
afro.
Yo, that
freestyle.
freestyle, y'all joking on his afro, but you even peep that.
Bronx, you don't know about no damn freestyle. What are you talking about,
Are
bruh?
you dumb? Bro. I grew up on Reasonable Doubt. What are you talking about? Bro?
Yeah, when is the last time you busted
In my
freestyle?
lifetime.
Go ahead, sir.
In my lifetime, volume
Bro,
1,
bust one right
the
now.
Blueprint. You ain't listening, bro. You ain't saying that, bro.
No,
Y'all gonna play his edition?
Wow. What's up, Reese?
Half is 100. Half 100 bloodhounds had me hunting them faster. That's my grandmother Harriet. My family matters. Chill. I put the scale on the scale, now the balance uneven. 40
Exactly.
acres in the mirror.
Some of us are
Mule parked in
professionals.
front of the cement.
The motherfuckers.
They want me boxed in. I turned the cardboard to a condo for Shizzy. I'm from New York City. It ain't a mystery. Statue of Liberty. Bundle and say, Liberty, Liberty.
That's how he sounded.
Yes.
Creative. Block this person right here.
Who that?
You see him?
Yeah.
Somebody that ain't got shit to do.
Why people
Want to
be
be
doing
like,
some
you know
that
what's
bullshit?
freestyle was
being
lit.
racist. I don't know why that is. You know what I like to
Y'all,
do?
I'm gonna get another drink, man. I can't
y'all
be
trying to
doing
shit
that.
on Jay-Z. Jay-Z put out a
Nobody's
dope
trying to
ass
shit.
freestyle.
You don't know about
You know what I
Jay-Z,
mean?
bro. What do you know about Jay-Z, bro?
Yo, Simon,
Jay-Z
can you shut up? Like, bro, I listened to I just told you I listened to Reasonable Doubt.
You can't do anything. You are never gonna hook up with like a chick.
Do you know the year? Do
what?
you know the year Reasonable Doubt came out? Do you know the year?
Listen, I just know
Do
you're never
you
gonna
know
meet
the
a
year
Beyonce,
Reasonable
and that's
Doubt
your
came
that's your
out?
life, okay? That's why you're mad, okay? You
But
are
I'm
chill the
asking
fuck out.
you, you know?
Yeah,
when
of course I do.
Reasonable Doubt-
Yeah,
when did it
yeah,
come
I
out?
know Jay-Z. I
What
know
year-
him personally. What are you talking about?
What year
You
did
out of your
Reasonable
damn
Doubt come
mind?
out? Wait,
What the hell's
said
wrong
you
with
know
you?
him personally.
You don't know him
Yes.
personally. This dude
Where'd you
lying,
meet
man.
him?
Where'd you meet
Why
him?
do you? Why you
In
know
New
him?
York
though?
in 1980, I met him in
1990.
2000 and, no.
You said 90. You said the 90s.
Wait, you knew him? Wait, hold on. How did you meet him? Be listening. You know him?
We had a beef with DMX, and he and
This dude's
Nas.
lying, yo.
Shut the fuck up.
Stop.
All right, I ain't gonna say anything. Do your shit.
Stop cussing him out. Stop. Like, relax.
Can we be like, neutral
Not
on the panel?
necessary.
No, when
This is
no, you know where it is.
Why
It's
you
like when
always
Russell
lying?
Simmons, right?
Why you always lying?
Def Jam.
Oh my God! Stop freaking lying!
Like his
Well, you
suit.
found playing.
But that
Fuck what knows what
freestyle
I'm
was
about.
dope, though. Why
Best
y'all
part
all got to
was
shit on it?
Cumberland. I'm not shitting on him. I said
So
I'm
many
all
y'all shit on him. So
I've been
many
listening
y'all
to
shit on his
Jay-Z
freestyle,
since he
though.
came out in the 90s. I shit on whoever. If it ain't good, it ain't good.
I'm
was
out for
dope as
president to
fuck.
represent me.
It
Get money.
wasn't. I done
Uh-huh.
heard
It
better
Let me ask you a
freestyle
question.
Yeah.
at birthday
Hold on, y'all.
parties.
That
Let me ask
shit
you a
was lit,
question.
son.
Would you say, Mr. Bronsberg, that any type of art is relative
What? What do
That's
you
a
mean
good
by that?
question.
or
Yeah, he's so
subjective?
stupid. He don't really understand what your
Be
question
quiet,
is. because-
Simon.
Shut up,
Stop it.
Simon.
I just asked you to stop cussing people out. Why are you calling?
No,
us
I
names?
apologize. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Jeez.
Would you say that all art is relative, meaning subjective? That's what I mean by that.
Yeah, it could be subjective.
Right. So then how can you say that what he did was good and then tell somebody else if they or be mad at someone else or argue their point if they're saying it's not good? If it's all
What do you mean? I'm not. I'm saying in my opinion. I thought the freestyle was dope.
and
You
we
understand what I'm
think,
saying?
and we think I think it was trash.
Hey, you were entitled to your opinion.
Okay,
But the
got it.
reason I think
Sure.
that it was dope is because he used a lot of those bars went over people's heads, yo. And the thing about it is, it was clever. It was nice with the wordplay and all these other things. It was nice. Like we understood who he was talking about, who was
Why
he
did he
addressing
need
and
to do
talking.
that though? Do you think? Why do you
Huh?
feel like he needed to come out and do that?
Because it's been a lot of stuff thrown at him, and a lot of people have been talking about him, and I felt and it seemed like the perfect time because it seems like this is kind of a gimmick. Not to say it's a bad gimmick, but I think this is in preparation for him to probably release some type of new music soon or a new album,
100%.
right?
Nobody wants.
But it adds fuel to the fire because of all these different allegations he's been involved in recently. Jaguar Wright saying something, certain people that used to be in his camp being against him, and all these different things. How many times these people have been sitting up there talking shit about Jay-Z? And I felt like, cool, let's go ahead for it.
You know what though?
So,
do
you think that Jay-Z? Do you think that he hasn't done any snake shit?
He probably did. Look, listen, we talking about
the hate that he gets. It's because he's snake. That's why.
We're talking about the art form. We're talking about the art form here. He probably did do some fuck shit. He probably did. I will not deny it. I will not deny it. But when we talking about the art of rap, and it comes to those bars, it was hit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's actually not a lot of his art. Just like Nas said, how many more lyrics are gonna come out of your lips from Biggie Smalls? It's the truth. Like there's a guy that made a whole list of music that Jay-Z lyrics that he stole from other artists.
Okay.
Then remixed it into his own songs. He just put a different beat to it. It's like
just like Drake did.
I can't say that you have all this great art and say that it's great with a straight face when I know you've stolen so many other people's art.
Just like Drake did. There's a couple of other rappers.
Drake.
But if you're gonna go off of that, it's many. No.
All lives matter.
But you can't.
Let's
all
not
right. But let's put things into perspective. You don't like the fact that I understand that. You're sitting up there saying, "Oh, he took stuff from other artists and blah blah blah." There's many rappers and many artists out here who did the same exact thing. So by making that argument, I can literally sit up there and say millions of artists that did.
Hold on, pause. Which artists are claiming to not have done anything? Because didn't he do a GQ article saying he didn't step on nobody to get where he is? He didn't do nobody wrong. That's not how he is. That's not what he does. That's not his reputation. It's a whole ass lie. If he just be honest about it and say like, "Yo, I stole a whole bunch of raps from people and I claimed it as my own. I'm the god of this. I'm Hove. If you really Hove, then really be about it. Don't sit up here and perpetrate." That's all I'm saying.
I mean, still, at the end of the day, I'm going off the fact of the matter. I respect the art form. I like the freestyle. I think the freestyle was dope. If we're going to talk about him stealing and this, that, and the third, I didn't like the fact of the matter. I felt like he copied his flow from Big L.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely did. But if we're talking about the freestyle, it was lit. Bar for bar, it seemed all original. It didn't seem like somebody ghost wrote it for him. It seemed like he dead ass was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get this shit off my chest." I mean, I just felt like the bars was there, and then it was a perfect response from Drake. You understand? Because he said in chat and shut the fuck up. We know how you niggas rocking already. The jig is up. You understand? Like this is 2026 is the most litest year for this fucking music shit. You understand? Jay-Z being on that stage and telling these people, "I'm still here. Y'all want to get at me because I'm old? I'm still here."
But that's not
Facts.
what the rap was about.
New York.
Right,
I know what the rap is about.
The rap wasn't about that though. The rap was about.
We got you. Calm down.
It was rap.
Game and Dash.
God, get some toast.
I literally said the rap was about getting at all the people that had said something about it.
Jaguar ride.
I definitely said that.
I got you.
Yeah. No shit.
No, oil in your feelings, bro. Calm down.
I'm not in my feelings. I'm not in my feelings.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Hold on. We're about to get into this.
All right.
Certain people, y'all feel that y'all have this power. Oh, I didn't know he came out Drake. I didn't even know that. I must have missed it. I promise you. Came at Drake for what? Somebody old shit hole.
That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm coming by God. You trying to break the government. I prayed for 40 days. My flooded again. Brisket flooded.
Jay-Z. So this is again the hypocrisy for me. He was mad, and I'm certain that he was mad, him and his wife, and probably his family, mad and saying, I think he said in the GQ magazine article or whatever, or video, that you shouldn't be bringing people's kids into it. But he obviously was mad, I'm sure, at Kanye when Kanye was saying his kids are the R word, right? That's why Jay-Z don't bring them out. But then you go and you start talking about this lady's kids. What are we doing?
That's a good point. That's good.
You say you don't think that we should be battle rapping in an article literally 3 months ago, and then you come and do a battle rap. This is what I'm saying. It's insanity.
Wait, to Nicki Minaj, that bar that we just listened to?
Yeah.
He was actually talking about Nicki Minaj's husband.
I know, but he
Because
said you can't take your kids to school. Don't mention my child if you don't want me to mention yours. He said in the GQ article, we shouldn't bring kids in it.
Come on, man. Like that's like
Are
that's
you
like
not
scraping.
bringing
That's literally like scraping the surface. It was mainly targeted towards the husband. It wasn't targeted towards the kid.
It's just
the kid was mentioned. The kid was mentioned. I won't deny that, but it wasn't a direct attack at the kid. It was a direct attack at the husband.
Jay-Z shouldn't even be mentioning kids. Seeing is that he met Beyonce when she was a kid. Be very clear. She was 16 he met her. So he shouldn't bring up kids at all. How old was Foxy when he met her? How old was the guy that alleges that was his father? How old was she before she died? Rest her soul. Creative. Let's put up the fair use and allegedly banner, because all of it. Let me say right here, right now, everything.
I ain't heard someone say that for a long time.
Stop! I'm trying to say something. It's all alleged and in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Okay, carry on, guys. Everything on this panel and in the chat.
I'm so glad that you mentioned when Jay-Z was with Foxy. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
He was trying to get at Aaliyah. She was young. It's a whole bunch going on, but he shouldn't be mentioning
That's
the
type to get your whole shit taken down. He got Beyonce.
Facts.
After she turned him down.
On like your whole music catalog taken down, nigga. Like that's how powerful he is today. He can't do that to Nicki. Like you can't do that. It's quite literally impossible to do that. So you have no choice but to push your pen like you did on that stage. And right here, this is. And when Nicki comes back swinging, I don't want nobody to be back.
Get ready, because social media is about to be in full chaos this week. After staying almost completely silent for years, Jay-Z stepped onto the Roots picnic stage and finally addressed a lot of the talk that has been swirling around his name. And from what people are saying, nobody who has criticized him over the past few years escaped the conversation, especially Nicki Minaj. Jay-Z also appeared to take a sharp jab at Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty, bringing attention to his personal challenges, public controversies, and some of the limitations that have followed him over the years. People online were shocked because he did not seem interested in holding back. And the internet wasted no time jumping in with jokes. One comment making the rounds claimed that Jay showed up with an afro because Nicki supposedly told him to ditch the lace front, and social media could not stop laughing about it. Anyway, if there's one thing people have learned about Nicki over the years, it's that she usually doesn't ignore comments aimed her way. And if you remember, she had previously hinted that she had information and responses ready regarding the Carters. Now, many fans believe Jay-Z's recent remarks have pushed that situation back into the spotlight, with insiders claiming that a major back and forth could be on the way. Nicki later posted to her stories, writing, "Imagine being a grown man worried about Onika in the year 2026. That's all I'ma say." Anyways, next question. Papa Bear can say now. Fans immediately started analyzing the message, trying to figure out exactly who it was directed at and what it might mean. According to online chatter, some people believe this could be only the beginning of a much bigger response, with speculation continuing to spread across social media.
Need 100 niggas, little bitch, Miss Soon come. Drip them while you're one thug and one gun. What? Don't need 100 niggas, little bitch, Miss Soon come. Drip them while you sell one thug and one gun. What?
Things are already getting people talking, and the online drama seems to be picking up speed. For a little context, many people have been discussing Jay-Z's recent comments, where he appeared to call out several figures. At one point, he said, "A rapper can't be my op. The jig is up. I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again." That line quickly became one of the most talked about moments from the performance. He then continued with lyrics suggesting that some artists do not have full control over their publishing rights, while also arguing that certain contract structures leave performers with less power than they might appear to have. The overall message was clear.
So it's interesting that he says that, because I think he was mentioning Drake or speaking about Drake when he was saying, you know, the type of deal that Drake has is like, you mad at me, go talk to them, some white folks that got your deal, you know, and how it's worded and all that kind of stuff. it's just very interesting to me that he
No,
said
it's hilarious. Like,
when
yo, like,
he's the same person that told a whole bunch of artists, specifically Nicki Minaj, but some other artists, hey, y'all need to come over here to Title, sign your rights away, and say, I'm about to money because it's gonna be for us, by us. I'm gonna give y'all all of this, artists, with credit, and y'all gonna get extra money, this, that, and the third. And then immediately after he gets all these people on board and makes enough money, he sells it. So it's like this idea
wait,
that
wait.
you're trying to reprimand somebody for signing some bad deal when you the same guy creating bad
Yeah,
deals.
you're totally correct.
Y'all
Chanel.
just reaching
You're
for
totally correct.
straws.
Chanel.
Just reaching for
How am
straws.
I reaching for straws? Did that not
Because
happen?
at the end of the day, this was all about dissing. The artwork, the performance, all that.
No.
Drake was
It
Drake.
wasn't.
Yo, Simon.
What you're talking about?
So my
what he
thing
did,
about it is,
talk about the same thing. What did you do?
I'm
You did the
listening,
yo,
bro.
same
I'm
shit.
at the
listening,
end of
bro.
the day,
Go
does he
ahead.
have his
Go ahead,
publishing?
sir.
He does, right?
But listen,
Drake
how long
thing
did
to
it
get
take
out
for
of his
him to
deal.
get it? How long? Drake
It
said
don't matter. We're talking
Drake
about
said
now.
he owns all his masters.
He doesn't own his masters,
He said it. Yes, he does. He does.
Yeah.
and he's still fighting to get out of his deal, right?
He's
All
licensed.
right.
But my point
Yo,
is,
you guys.
if you're going to say and you want to stand on 10 on stage and talk about people publishing and talk about how
That's
they
right.
sign these bad deals and so on and so forth, you can do that. I'm not saying don't do that. What I'm saying is don't be a hypocrite. Don't stand on stage and say, look at the deal, look at the crappy deal you signed to these people, and then you're the person that you're talking about. You're the people because you did that to these people, to the same artists that you said got, shifted or shafted, right? You said that these people got done wrong. So y'all should come over here to Title, and I'm gonna give y'all some more money, some
All
more
right.
credit. I'm saying you're a hypocrite. You can't get on stage and say that these people are ignorant and not smart about the moves they're making with their contracts, but you're the man making contracts and giving it to artists and then selling off their profits.
All right, so like we got the whole world looking at Beyonce, right? She's supposed to be like the epitome
creative
of wait, hold up, calm down. Wait, calm down. Like she's supposed to be she's supposed to be that shit, right? So it's just like okay, cool. Like most men, y'all, look. We don't actually look up. Jesus Christ, did I interrupt you?
Go ahead, Simon.
I'm not interrupting you, Simon. Go ahead. Did you get another drink?
Calm down, y'all.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Don't let me introduce you to the ice pole. Look.
What's the ice pole?
The ice pole. Ice pole. Northern region, southern region. You understand that shit?
Oh, I don't understand.
No, you don't. Because you're in between. Right? You're not there. So anyway, like, let's speak about this shit. Because why is Jay-Z even reaching out to some other chick? I find that unbelievable. Like, you're supposed to be with like the woman that's the epitome of everything.
That's a lot of fun. What are you talking about?
No, well, talk to me back because I don't understand it. I'm like, I don't really get it.
You make a statement, they don't know what you're saying.
Shut up, you dumb fuck. Like, don't.
Simon, stop calling him out his name.
Yeah.
No. Well, okay. Look, if he actually interacts with me like he's educated, then that's fine. But don't
you
talk
can
to me like
him. You just don't have to call him a dumb fuck. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, you could have a blue t-shirt or a white t-shirt.
Simon. Okay, creative. What's your name? You can run if you want.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Say it again.
I was saying he can respond if he wanted to, but I don't know if he wants to.
Wait, you want me to respond to you?
No, not you.
I don't even know what dude is talking about. Let's get back.
Yeah, you don't because you're stupid.
We go back to the video.
Let's
go back to the video so we can get back to Jigga Man.
No. There are other things going on, so it's just like, yeah, we're just talking.
Simon. Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Hey,
Jay-Z seemed determined to position himself as someone operating on a different level within the business. Fans immediately started debating whether those lines were aimed at Drake, and social media lit up with reactions from every direction. Jay-Z also appeared to revisit several long-running tensions that have followed him for years. He referenced past disagreements, touched on old disputes that fans have discussed for a long time, and even included a mention of Questlove. That caught plenty of people off guard, especially because Questlove's name had not been heavily involved in these conversations recently. Meanwhile, Jaguar Wright also found herself pulled back into the discussion, as her ongoing comments about Jay-Z have continued to attract attention online.
Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch how saniac in my presence, nigga. I need a new therapist. This shit is not and I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. And none of that nigga still stuttering. That chatty patty down on his luck again. Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know.
But according to many listeners, the person who received the most attention during the diss was Nicki Minaj. Jay-Z appeared to question her behavior, make personal observations, and even imitate a viral on-stage moment that fans instantly recognized. He reportedly copied similar pauses and hand movements during the performance, leading many viewers to believe the reference was aimed directly at Nicki, and the internet quickly exploded with reactions. So no, many fans believe that moment was not a mistake like some people first assumed. According to supporters of the theory, Jay-Z was deliberately extending the Nicki references throughout the performance and making sure the audience caught every detail. And judging by the reaction online, plenty of people think the message landed exactly as intended. If there's one topic that tends to spark strong reactions, it's when public conversations start involving family members. Many fans believe Jay-Z crossed into sensitive territory by mentioning Nicki's personal life and those close to her, because Nicki has previously suggested that certain industry figures have been working against her for years. Some supporters see these latest comments as adding even more tension to an already heated situation. Social media quickly turned into a battlefield of opinions, with both sides passionately defending their favorite artist. As many people know, Nicki has repeatedly spoken about her belief that she's owed significant compensation connected to her ownership stake in Tidal following the platform's sale. She's also publicly expressed concerns about Roc Nation and has claimed that certain industry moves may have negatively affected her career opportunities. Over the years, those comments have fueled endless debate among fans, and the latest drama has brought those discussions roaring back into the spotlight once again. Nicki has also suggested in the past that industry-related issues have played a role in how and when she releases new music. Over the years, she's shared a number of opinions and theories about major figures in the entertainment world, often sparking intense debate online. Some of those
That's hilarious.
Which I think about. So people gotta move differently. I do see that. Like some artists be wanting to drop they single the same day you drop your single, so that they could deter the fans, or they could you won't get as much sales.
You know, that's exactly the art of
Yeah,
Jay.
I mean, but
That's
they
the
only
exact
going off.
That's what he does, especially to his artists. He waits until those people or somebody he thinks hot and popping. Not so much anymore because he's not that guy that he used to be. I'm saying specifically in the rap game. He's not that guy he was in early 2000s, right? With Big Pimpin' and all of that. And so, but back then, that's exactly what he would do. He would be like, "Oh, okay, this person who's really hot and popping, but I'm a bigger artist than them. I'm gonna drop my album right the same day or the next day." It's just it's buffoonery. It's intentional. Like, why do that? But
I don't know. I got like,
Beyonce does that too. So
yeah. I mean, this is the thing. So, like, when you're saying that, it's fine. I gotta like just have a bit of contention about it. I'm not gonna disagree with what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, you gotta understand Beyonce's like position. Like, I don't think a lot of people really understand what Beyonce's position is. Like, you seem to feel like, yo, she don't really own anything out of her catalog. Her daddy does that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't own anything. Like all these videos that you've been seeing, like all this influence that's been going on, she don't own any of it.
Okay,
None of it.
what's your point?
I'm just saying, like, why do you think she's with Jay-Z? Like, out of all people, like Jay-Z's a fuck nigga.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
Transaction. That's why.
What?
It was a
Look, Jay-Z is
Well,
Jay-Z
it's a business
is.
transaction. I agree.
Come on, Brad. You know what Jay-Z is. Come on. Like, for real.
It was a business
I think she
transaction.
probably. This is what I think. I think she's with
Jay-Z.
Hold on.
Jay-Z
stop.
is.
You ask the question and then
All
you're
right,
not.
all right. I'm sorry, like, no, don't give me.
I personally think she probably did fall in love with him because he groomed her. That's what I think. I think she probably fell in love with him. She probably felt like this could help my career. You know what I'm saying? Because she was already popping too, but she wasn't on his level yet, in my opinion. And she probably did fall in love with him, and didn't realize that it was a business transaction for him and his dad and her dad.
Right. So we're having a look. Just listen
But
to
at this point, her dad is irrelevant because he's not the one for the past 20 years that Beyonce has been making music with. It's been with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
No, he's not even paying attention to the fact that it's about music. The thing is he owns everything. So why would you do that? I couldn't do that to my daughter. Like, if we had a child together tomorrow, right? The least I could do is ensure that our legacy means, like, whatever we did means something to you. But this is ruthless.
Simon,
It's like ruthless. It's ruthless shit. Like, it's ruthless shit.
About, Simon? What's ruthless?
It's ruthless to turn around and like have a daughter and like she's so talented that the whole world is acknowledging her, but you still gonna take everything away from her.
Okay,
that's ruthless.
Simon, we have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, maybe you need to figure out.
We don't. Did you have something to say to the video, sir?
No. Brownsburg.
Okay, so Creative, did you have another video?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're baffled, isn't it? Chanel's baffled. Chanel's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I ain't talking about shit. That ain't normal.
James did a freestyle last night at the Roots picnic and addressed a lot of the stuff that's been said about him over the past, I don't know, what was that, 3-4 years now. But that line about the Roots remember even when the trees pretend really stuck out to me really heavy. I've been thinking about it all day long today. And the statement made by Jay-Z really ties back to the point that Kendrick was trying to make when Kendrick was telling Drake, like, hey, like, your lack of respect for hip-hop is why all of these people who are the loudest voices in this genre have no respect for Black music in general, but specifically for hip-hop.
But what's come up since his performance is that there are clearly a lot of Gen Zers, and I don't want to say everybody, who just don't think Jay-Z is good. And this blows my mind, but yet I'm always willing to have the conversation, see what it is that people dislike about him, or what's the issue? Is it because his music for them just doesn't match the moment or the mood that they're in? Do they like honestly think he's not a good rapper? But I just noticed like the younger people really don't mess with Jay-Z. And I heard, or read rather, somebody on social media say is because they've only known Jay-Z, the billionaire, Jay-Z, the super rich dude.
Lupe came to see us. He say, hey, Gippy, man, them folks just pulled out some new shit up there at the office, bro. That's why they been going at T-Pain, man. That's why old boy, when they made the deal for the goddamn auto-tune and all that, hey, man, destroy T-Pain. He getting too big. They put Jay on him. You killed T-Pain, right? Lupe say, they got this new shit. They talking about, we got to sign this paperwork, man. Talking about some 360 shit. I'm like, what that is? He say, man, none of these people gonna get paid off your shows, paid paid off anything. You show up somewhere, they get paid with you. Man, that's slavery. Who made that up? Oh, Leo Cohen. Oh, after you walk Jay to the top, you said, oh shit, all this money to be made. We need to make this an industry thing.
Yes, yes, yes. Jay-Z is the sellout that you all pretend Drake is.
The facts.
I don't know how else to say it. The first content creator in the set of clips that I showed quoted one of the bars from Jay-Z's recent freestyle at the Roots picnic. And the bar goes, the Roots remember even when the trees pretend, not too much on my name. Don't forget who I am. Listen to me.
That motherfucker. Look, I can't hang around. So like,
the arrogance of
great,
having Jay-Z's reputation over the past.
I think you have to say something, type something in my chat, Creative, in order for me to give you a wrench.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
In your other chat, not this one, the other one.
Okay.
But let's ask Brownsbird, do you think Jay-Z's a sellout? Is he there?
Yeah.
You said yes?
I said you're, but do I think he's a sellout?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not. This is my thing with Jay-Z. Has he? Go fuck yourself. Sorry, I just got a text. So he's done a lot of things in the past. Even like right now, my brain is scrambled, so I'm not really thinking about it too much. But he's done some stuff in the past that I found to be like very sell-out-ish. And just the way that he had some grimy practices with Tidal, as well as just how he moved as a business. I mean, look at how he treated state property, or that the whole entire thing he had back then in the early 2000s. It was fucked up. And they had spoke about that. Like, yo, Jay-Z really did us wrong. We had the whole Rockefeller thing going and everything was cool. And then he wound up fucking us over. So, yeah, I think he is a sellout, or he did some sellout stuff back then and probably up to now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he would probably argue, I was just making money moves. What did he say in that song? I'm a businessman.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
He's saying he's a business, when really that's really his wife who's the actual business. But he's made a lot of money moves, and I ain't mad at that. I understand that that's what you got to do if you're trying to make it to the top. But if you listen to a lot of the people that were around Jay-Z in the early 2000s and probably mid 2000s, many of them will say he did them dirty. Many of them would say the same things that they said about Diddy and how he's done all of his artists dirty. That's why it's like, you're so grimy. How can anybody be sitting up here? I don't know. I can't have loyalty to that. I can say he's made some hits and he's made some really good money moves, but in terms of the money moves part, I just do think he did cutthroat stuff to people. So it's like, I can't rock with you like that. Not like that.
He did, but I think I'm just in the mood of feeling like, regardless of it all, I'm about the art of the rap. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's why I keep saying, like, I can understand all the grimy shit that he did and all this, that, and the third. And, you know, yo, you talking about this, but you did this and you did that. But, like, I'm focusing on the lyrics. I'm focusing on the art form. And I felt like he did a good job.
So are you one of those people that feels like I can overlook all of the horrible things you've done simply because you've created great art?
Well, I wouldn't consider it overlooking, right? For me, it's like there's one of those sort of things, you separate the artist from the personal life from the artist. If we're just going off of what Jay-Z has said in his freestyle, right? My thing about it is, I'm only talking about the music. I ain't talking about him personally. I'm not gonna forget the fuck shit he did, regardless of the fact. I'm always gonna be like, yo, you did that shit to state property. You did that to your artist. I mean, even your mentor Jazzo had some unkind words about you and how you did him dirty.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But when we're talking about this freestyle right now, and I like that line that he was talking about, the roots and the trees pretend. I'm like, come on, double entendres, all these different things. So I'm not forgetting what he said. I'm not forgetting what he did. Absolutely not. Grimy shit, whatever, definitely. But I'm all about the art form, and it was rocking.
Do you think that Jay-Z has ever had anyone unalived?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's a lot. I don't know about that.
I can't really say anything to that. Is it a possibility? Probably. I mean, we're talking about the music industry. Anything goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe he definitely. If you pull at the string of Jay-Z, just like if you pull at the string of Diddy, a lot of bodies that fall out.
Yeah. Well, we know what happens in the music industry and the sacrifices that has to be made to get to the top, which is very dirty and grimy, and just nobody should be unalive. But because of the affiliations and who aligns with who, and plus he admits, I'm in that secret society. Yeah, they're gonna make you do stuff. No, you're gonna want to do stuff like that if you're trying to get to the top.
I think you had it right the first time. They're gonna make you do stuff.
That is true. They are gonna make you. Yeah, they are gonna make you do. Yeah, you're right.
But the reason outside of the other stuff that I know, the reason that I feel that Jay-Z has that ability is, like I said from last time, I believe he shot his brother when he was in high school or something like that. So that's reason one. Reason two is when Kanye was on that stage and Kanye was like, Jay-Z, I know you got killers. Don't send them in my head. I was like, I'm sure a lot of people were like, what is Kanye on that stage saying that about that man? Like, we can't believe Kanye, And then when you start pulling at the thread of who he is, and then you say, was Kanye joking? Or, like, I think he has his hands in a lot of stuff. But I wanted to play this one video. Remember I was telling you last time, Creative, about this psychic that talks about Jay-Z's downfall?
Yeah, I wanted to say this. I just hate I have to agree with Brownsbird about how about state property, because he made like a whole movie and it was a really good movie, and Benny Single didn't get paid for it. A lot of people didn't get paid when that movie was being made, and a lot of them are still kind of bitter over the situation. And I still because I like Benny Single as an artist, and it's just really unfortunate the way he did all these guys wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when people look up to you.
Right.
And
it's like
you laid the path. So they're looking up to you to do them right, because they thinking that you went through the same struggles I went through. So you're going to look out for me. You're going to make sure we all eat and we all in this together. But some people, when they get money, they vicious. When they get fame, they get vicious, they get jealous, they want all the attention, they want all the money on them, and they would cut people's throats just to get it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. That's what he did to Colin Kaepernick. We talked about that last time.
Mm-hmm.
But Sloan Bella is a psychic medium. Let me see if I can find her thing.
I know. I was like, Chanel was going to talk about this. That's why I was like, do you want to talk about that?
Let me see. Did I share my screen yet? I can.
No, me.
Okay. I think you gotta take it down. And y'all can tell me what y'all think. Y'all can go watch the whole video if y'all want to, because she was dead on when she talked about Diddy. Like a whole year before all the stuff came out about Diddy, she talked about it through Kim.
But he's not supposed to get anything until 2035. That's what I heard.
2036.
Oh, 2036.
But she says the knockdown is gonna start before that. Let me see if I can find the thing about her. Hold
on. Did you hear what Nicki Minaj did? I think Nicki Minaj got one of the billionaires to buy something.
Did she?
I think I told you.
Okay, I don't know if this is where she starts to talk about him at the end, because this is about him and Beyonce. So let me see.
I'm gonna just say this: Nicki Minaj is playing chess move.
Of their being used on different levels to take up, and then I'm shooting off after being out of the physical. The reason that they're out of the physical is so that they control energy to entice people who are watching, which is what these guys are doing. The reason that they're out of the physical is so that they can harness powerful energy to entice people who are watching, which is what these guys are doing. Now, having said that, I get Jay-Z connected to Clive Davis, connected to P. Diddy. And so there's a succession of things happening. Clive is old right now, so he's probably next in line, but I'm kind of shooting off with Chris Brown, and then I'm shooting off with Justin Bieber, and then I'm kind of going to MC Hammer. Like, it's happening. These people are being used on different levels to take other people's money, clean it, move things all about the country under the guise of their creative talents. Now, Jay-Z, this is going to come to a screeching halt. Screeching halt. Russell Simmons pops up in the conversation, okay? In the conversation. So I have not heard head nor tail of Russell Simmons. He pops right in right now for months. I mean, he went off somewhere and who the hell knows where he went. Those words, that hiding, will come to play in the future months. We're going to see conversation from Russell Simmons. It's either behind the scenes, something that is going to bring about a change in how the public looks at Jay-Z. There's like all kinds of things going on. He has a target directed at him because people want him found out. Beyonce does as well. This is what they're doing. Changing the candle wax, upping the game, upping the ante. The energy is very, very odd, but this is what I feel. So it's 3 years, and then in the year 2036, it no longer exists. He is a expression of his former self, and that former self is contained in such a way that we don't recognize it, and it doesn't have the power that it wields right now. So we are in a long line of circumstances happening right now with a takedown, and it's just waiting for them to be taken down, and they've been promised otherwise. They have been promised otherwise. They, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all of the other ones I mentioned, but this is about Jay-Z, they are in the process. Now, what I am seeing is Jay-Z's beginning, okay? So the succession of being unraveled in the next 3 years starts with a burglary of something. So Jay-Z is in the process of having some connection to missing burglarized items, and it's going to come up around him. That's the first marker. And I'm not sure what it is he steals. I don't know if this is a stolen song, a stolen item, a stolen car. I don't know what it is, but it is a burglary of something I have stolen, and now I'm being accused of taking this. And that is the beginning of it, because they will start nosing around with him. So there's like a lot of nosing around. It's in the theft of something.
I don't know. I think that the reason that I believe her, I can't say everything she's saying is true, is mostly because before this happened and before the whole Diddy situation happened, like a year before the Diddy stuff happened, she had this reading where Kim Porter, Diddy's baby's mom or whatever, had said, Kim Porter was like, essentially saying that all of the stuff that's happened to Diddy that we've now seen was going to happen. She was like, people are going to stand up, trumpets are going to be right. Like she basically predicted, she did 3 videos on Kim Porter and talked all about how her death wasn't what we thought it is and all that kind of stuff. So I watched a few of her videos and she's been like right on point with it, but I don't know all of it's true. But you know what made me also think that what she's saying is true is, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a security, he used to be security for Beyonce and Jay-Z. His name was something. And I remember he came out with this video. I remember this very specifically because I was sitting at my kitchen table and he was saying something about Beyonce's on drugs and he knows all about their secrets and I'm not going to be silenced. And I remember saying to my people in my YouTube channel, I was like, listen, I could believe a lot, but I don't believe Beyonce's on drugs, right? And then he said something about y'all worship who y'all worship. Now that man came up dead, like I think a year later. So I can't say they had anything to do with it. I don't know. None of these people, I wasn't there. But it did seem like why he said all of these things and then now he missing. But the reason that I bring that up is because Sloan Bella says in this video I just showed y'all, she was like, she mentioned at the end of it, she was saying something about who they worship. She made it seem like they don't worship the God that we worship. Like they worship some other, maniacal type situation. I'm just telling you what she said.
Yeah.
And so the reason that I believe it, not wholeheartedly, but the reason that I could believe it could be true is because their bodyguard, he had said like a year before, he was like, y'all worship who y'all worship. Now, when he said it, I didn't think nothing of it because again, I took it for a grain of salt. I don't know these people. So why would I care about this man saying that these people worship who they worship? But when Sloan Bella said it and she was talking about all this other stuff, I was like, she don't have no cross section with this man. And the stuff that she's saying that these people do, a lot of people say that they do, not just Beyonce and Jay-Z, but like a lot of people in these industries do a lot of wicked stuff. I can't say it's true or not because I ain't in none of these streets. I ain't in none of these industries. So I don't know. But I'm saying she just has said a lot of stuff over the 20 years or 30 years she's been on this earth. That's actually true. So that's all. 18th, what is happening with your connection, sir? He keep trying to come up here and it keep dropping.
They don't worship the same God. So, but I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm gonna drop down, y'all. Good combo. That freestyle was lit though. You know what I'm saying? Signing out Prosper.
I have a question before you leave. Are you from New York?
Yeah, I'm New York City resident all day.
Oh, so that's probably why. Are you from there?
I'm living here right now. Native New Yorker my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you so connected to Jay-Z?
Not at all. I mean, like I said, I mean, yeah, I think he is a piece of shit for the things that he does. But if we're talking about the freestyle, I fucks with the freestyle. I do. You know
how did you feel about, before you go, how did you feel about the ether that Nas made about Jay-Z?
Oh man, that was a time to be alive, man.
Right?
Queens versus Brooklyn, and it was just like, damn, because you felt that, like, damn, Nas really did his thing. He like, you went after Jay-Z, and I said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta give credit to Nas.
Yeah, because I didn't hear ether till I was probably in my 30s. Let's be very clear. I didn't know nothing about ether. Because I'm not a New York rapper girl because I don't understand y'all style of rap and stuff like that. So I never.
Whatever. We still got the old school flavor.
I'm just saying,
you just keep the old school flavor, but go ahead,
I'm just saying I don't understand it because y'all be like, I think it's a part of the New York culture to be like, I'm gone. Like that's why I just like I don't understand. You're not.
No.
I'm saying the rap game. A lot of the rappers will say that. They will. They do. Just like Charlamagne the God. I'm just like, who are you? Shut the hell up.
He's not from New York. He's from North Carolina.
Okay. Sorry, creative. Thank you for putting me in my place. He's not from here.
He's really not.
But I'm saying, like, I just don't. I like rap in general. Mm-hmm. I'm just not a New York rapper type person. But let me ask y'all, what's the call from? Is Jadakiss from New York?
Yes.
Yes, he is. He's from Yonkers.
Jadakiss could get it. Okay. Love me some Jadakiss. Knock yourself out. I'm like, yes, come knock me out. I love Jadakiss. He can't do no wrong in my book. But I'll take his rap over Jay-Z any day.
I ain't mad at that. Yeah, I can see why.
Now I wouldn't buy a Jadakiss album, but I still like the way his lyrically, I like him better than Jay-Z. But I do think Jay-Z has a lot of hits. I'm just not one of those people that's just like, oh my God, I can't wait to go see Jay. Like I've never been that girl. But Nas, I think, unalived him on his own. Like I'm just like, he silenced him. And the thing that I can't understand, it seems like since Ether, Jay-Z has been trying his hardest to make everybody believe him and Nas are cool. Like it's weird. It's
It
like
is weird. I do
Nas
find that to be
murdered
weird.
you, sir. He unalived you, and I don't understand why you want to be his bestie.
I think it's one of those sort of things where he's still trying to maintain some type of control. I don't know how to really describe it, but it just seems like it's not really a relationship based on a genuine relationship. I think it's one of
Yeah.
those sort of things like frenemies type of ordeals. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think it's a genuine friendship. Because when I started seeing that, like when Nas and Jay-Z was on stage together, I
Right.
just was like, it's mainly Jay-Z that probably wanted to try to get that friendship going with Nas and be like, let's put shit in the past, but deep in his head, like, yo, I want control over this dude. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Nas probably picked up on it because I don't think Nas is a dumb dude. But I don't think it's a genuine friendship.
I don't think anything that Jay-Z does is genuine. I think it all has a place. No, I'm serious. Probably with the exception of his children, the ones that he claims. Probably with the exception of them. I don't think anything's genuine. I don't think his relationship with Beyonce is genuine. I think that man, that was a chess move. Like he said, I got the baddest chick in the game wearing my chain. Like it was a chess move. He wanted Aaliyah. I feel like he unalived her too, if you ask me.
Yeah.
We'll
call it a night though, but yeah, I definitely agree. Holy shit.
No, I'm saying I can't say for sure, but it's just a lot of things that it's like this man, he just got his hands in a lot of places. I know you don't want to believe it, creative, but he's not who you think he is. Sorry, love.
No, I never said he was innocent.
Oh, okay. But I think he has good music. I mean, 18th, sorry, sir. You never got back here. I know 18th was coming up here to try to tell me about Jay-Z because I think 18th is from New York, but I think he rides with Jay-Z. I think he rides with him or for him or something. But this was a good live.
To Gen Z.
What? What is Unc to Gen Z? What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Like the new generation, like I think my son is Generation Z, right?
Oh.
He's 13.
I have no idea. But let's go ahead and close it out because I have to get up early in the morning. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm tired a little bit.
But thanks for having me over, creative.
You too.
Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Okay.
So tomorrow I'm gonna go see tonight's conversation live and in person.
Oh, I never heard of that. Is that a group?
That's with Ace Metaphor and everybody.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I told you and I showed it to you.
You did? Oh, okay.
You still don't know?
Mm-mm.
So now, like, I don't know who you're talking about. Who was that?
No, it's a lot of things. If I don't go and like really know, I'm not gonna know.
No, you never heard of that?
Ace Metaphor though.
Yeah, that's who I'm gonna go see them. I'm gonna go see hold on, let me see.
Is it like poetry or something? Oh, let me take this down. Hold on. Oh Lord. How do I take this down? Okay.
I'm gonna go see these people. I'm gonna go see Lance Grove.
To the mic.
You wanna go see
Okay,
them?
they hold hands. What the fuck happened? What's your name? What's your question?
Listen, my name is Miss Moody.
Hey, Miss Moody.
Hi, I'm nervous, but I do have support here.
I've seen her before. That's like one of probably like the third or fourth time I was on the Drip Show. They was reviewing this.
They said DJ talking about sex.
Who's talking about sex? DJ Ned talking about sex.
We did that. Stop copying us. Now we stop.
Look, let's go pull up for 5 minutes and then be like, hey, just to interrupt their night. And then
yes, I'm gonna go see tonight's conversation. So
all right.
You going
I
over
see
there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there for probably 10 minutes and I'm going to bed because I do have to get up in the morning. Bye, guys. Thank y'all for stopping by.